What's up, degenerates? I'm back, bitches. It's bonus edition of the Sports Keg today. KegCast number 25. We had the fight cast earlier today. We picked up 3.5 units. We're up over 50 units now since we started. I'm excited. The Kentucky game crushed me, but what can you do? I'm looking. What's up, Trig? I'm looking to bet. Retweet the show if you can for me. I'm looking to bet Buffalo right now. They're down to minus 190 on the money line. Down minus 150 on the money line. Wow. Duke right now is minus 470. Kentucky killed me, bro. It was the only pick I sent out today, and they got outscored 18-6 in the last minute and a half. 2 minutes. Crushed me to lose by 4. I mean, that's the definition of just a bad beat. Does what's going on with Buffalo? Does Buffalo pull this game out? I mean, it's Bowling Green. For God's sakes. It's Bowling Green. What's up, Toro? Gotta get some white cheddar popcorn to snack on while I do this for another couple hours. 6 hours, man. Earlier today. Killing it. Twatty's going to join us. I have no idea what Ant's doing. He hasn't been around today. So Twatty is going to join us, though. I got Buffalo is minus 235 right now. Duke is minus 320 on the money line. 2-team money line parlays is even money. I mean, can you really see Buffalo losing this game? I can't. I don't see it. Trig, what do you got for the NBA? Got anything good going in the NBA? Round two. New Jersey stepping up and into the KegCast for round 2. Florida State up 14-13 right now. Western Kentucky up down 11-12. Bowling Green up 3 with 13 minutes about to play. Eastern Washington as a 6-point dog up 5 against Montana. How about that? I mean, let's be honest. Florida State's a top 15 team, but after Duke gets by North Carolina by 1 point or 2 points, are they losing the ACC championship tonight? I mean, are they really losing the ACC championship? I don't see it. I just don't see it. Oh, there's a lot of NBA games going on right now. What do you guys got in the NBA? Anything? Warriors under. All right. Where the fuck is Twatty, man? I sent him the invite too. He's going to join me at 8:30. I've been talking to myself for 6 hours. Duke can't shoot threes. They're just bad at it. They're just not good at it.
What up?
Oh, my man. What's going on? Finally, I'm not talking to my fucking self.
Well, you got all kind of people in here, like 7 people, right?
Oh, yeah?
Well,
Did you
damn,
did you retweet?
no, I didn't. I took a little nap.
Send a message out. Let your followers know that you're hanging out.
All right, my webcam is terrible. I got to do
Yeah.
something about my lighting.
Bro, you got to. And the webcam that I have costs $70 on Amazon. It's an HD webcam.
Really?
Yeah, it was just cheap. Twatty, is there any way possible that Buffalo's losing the Bowling Green tonight?
Buffalo's always doing shit like this. Come on,
They're down 1 with 10 minutes to play, and they're only minus 170. They were minus 750.
Exactly. They're minus 170 because people know that they're chokers.
Now Duke is minus 160, down 4. After them winning that game against North Carolina by 1, is there any possible way that they're not winning the ACC championship tonight?
I mean, FSU is a very talented team.
I mean, they're 27-6. They are good.
They're long. They're athletic. They got Kofor and Mann, who are both studs. I mean, yeah, they could lose.
You feel better about Buffalo down 1 with 9 minutes to play?
Yeah, because they'll probably turn it on the last 5 minutes like they always do. Oh, no, let me send out a tweet.
Yes, sir. You got robbed, bro, today, by the way. Highway robbery.
That was ridiculous.
Highway. There's always one judge that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing every UFC event.
I mean, at worst, 2-1.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, the one round there was no doubt. There was 0 doubt. So all 3 judges had to have given it to Vulcan. So that means the other 2 rounds, 2 of them gave both of them to who the hell did he fight?
Right. Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes.
Man, I actually said the second round knockout is plus 750 in that Till Masvidal fight, and I didn't bet it, bro. It's been a while since I've seen somebody get knocked out like that. Did you see his head hit the mat?
Yeah, it did. It bounced like twice off the mat.
It was glorious. I loved it.
I would have bet Masvidal in that fight, but I didn't bet. Not to be a fair weather after the fact. But,
I think you're right, though. I mean, he has the better skill set. I'm just not a Darren Till fan at all.
Me either.
Now I think he's gotten knocked out in back-to-back fights. He's not beating the champ anyway. He would get killed by Usman. Wow, Florida State up 8, man. Woo, dog. You're going to be able to get Duke at a plus price right now.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't know. Did
you bet anything late?
No. I mean, Duke has the what? Okay, so Duke has the 2 best players on the floor, but then Florida State may have the next 3.
Better than Radish and the point guard.
Well, I don't know. Man and Kofor are really fucking good. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, you could be right, bro. I know they're a lot deeper. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Florida State goes like 8 or 9 deep.
It seems like they're all, long and athletic too.
Yep. Definitely. But yeah, you can get a sweet webcam, man, for like $60 or $70. That's what I did. Because my setup is I bought like a slamming laptop, the best laptop that you can buy, basically. That's a PC. And I have it like mounted on my desk. Like I have like a pole comes up. I have to take a picture of it and show you. But the webcam that comes with the laptop sucks. So I asked Alex, what are they using over at SBR? And he said that they all buy this Logitech C920, I think. So I bought that. It was on Amazon for like $70.
Really?
Yeah. You can't beat it.
Yeah, I need to stop fucking around with this.
Especially if you're going to start doing a baseball show, and if you become like a more permanent part of our show, it'll definitely be better for everybody to see you clearly. But you sound good though.
Okay.
You sound perfect. What are you using?
I just use a webcam on my computer.
Oh, and that has the microphone built in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I could get the picture better too if I fucked with it, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I got Goji coming in the next month or two for us to go buy all the shit we need.
Nice. That's awesome.
Is that TV loud?
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Okay.
It's not that bad. Like if you wanted to, you could lower it like maybe one or 2 notches, but I mean it's not ball busting.
Okay. So what'd you do today? You went like what? 5-1 or something? 5-2?
8 on the in the fights.
Yeah.
8-4. I went 8-4, and we made plus 3.5 units. That's what we did, and then I sent out 1 play today, man. I really thought Kentucky was going to get it done. And how do you get outscored 18-6 in the last 2 minutes and lose the game by 4? I mean, that's fucking brutal, man.
I know. Tennessee is that type of team, though. It just they'll out execute you at crunch time with all their old heads.
I'm happy you got home Memphis. That was a good call.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't looking good.
No, not for a while.
And then they hit him with that run late. I needed that. I had just dropped under profit for the month. I was down like 1.5 years. So now I'm like back to broke.
Yeah, I'm down like 2.4 units on the season. So I mean, I'm hoping I can make that up, and in March Madness with all the games. It's just a shitty feeling. It's the first time I've been down.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about you're down for your clients?
Yeah, on the college basketball season, down 2 units.
What's up, Trigger? What's up, Tora?
20 and
Toro?
20 and 20.
Glory 2020.
So you're going to start that baseball show up? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know when I'm going to do it, and I want to start April 1st, but I don't think I'm ready.
No.
No, I'm knowledgeable, ready. I don't mean it like that, but
Right.
just to get the shit and get it all planned and when I'm going to do it without stepping on anyone's toes that I like. Although
Well,
I didn't think of this. Max probably won't be going during that because basketball will be over. So that frees up some time slots.
That's true.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna after basketball, what are you gonna do? You gonna still have the keg show?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna do this
you're gonna have Ant like
day.
talking baseball.
Yeah, and you hopefully.
That would be good for late night. I could jump on here late night and get the West Coast games, I guess.
Yeah. Probably start around the same time, and we'll have all the NBA playoffs going on for a while. We'll have the Stanley Cup playoffs going on for a while, and then baseball, late night, and then whoever else from the keg comes on, and then you. And I mean, between you and Ant, you guys got baseball covered. You know what I mean?
Well, what time will the keg come on every night? Because if the keg comes on at 7, 8 o'clock, maybe I won't even do my show.
Yes, it's always going to come on at this time.
What time you come on? 8 or 7?
Normally, like between 7 and 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I know people that want to bet baseball would love to hear you and Ant going back and forth about these games. No doubt. And I will literally not handicap anything. I will just tell you guys the entire summer while I prepare for football. And then we'll have the NBA playoffs. Go ahead.
Let me look at my webcam real quick. I literally look like I'm in the 1920s.
You look like you're in purgatory waiting to see if you're going to hell or if you're going to heaven right now.
I know. Oh, shit. I can't fuck with the settings while I'm live.
You want to jump off for a minute? I mean, I don't care.
Do you have to resend me?
I'll just send you another invite. Just click on the new invite. That's all.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah. Duke comes right back. Now they're down 1. I'm taking this team, man. Fuck it. Buffalo and Duke moneyline parlay is paying plus 140 right now.
I need more than that. One of these two could lose.
You think so?
Yeah, resend me.
All right, you got it. Just back out, and then I'll send you another invite.
All right.
All right. All right. All right. Buffalo up 4, and that lines up to minus 500, bro. Yeah, I know. Lately, we've been like a married couple. He's been breaking my balls a little bit too much, though, lately. Duke tied, knotted at 27, erased that 8-point lead with the quickness. I'll be on Cal Irvine tonight, money line, boys, later on tonight. But I want to see if I could bang out, like, pick up 800 on either Duke money line or Buffalo money line. That's what I'm really looking to do, and then hammer Cal Irvine tonight. The only way that you're going to get better at this, for anybody that plans on doing this, that thinks that, you know, they could do it, you just got to come on the show every day and just get better and better. I'm better. Think about where I was 5 weeks ago trying to host this show. It's like night and day. You guys should listen to my first interview with Joe Ranieri. I sounded like a fucking deer in headlights. Man, Joe, just from doing that gambling podcast that you guys saw me on, where you first saw me, he got Fantasy Sports Network was literally watching his fucking podcast that had like 300 or 400 views. They called him up, and now he's hosting the fucking morning drive on the Fantasy Sports Network, and he's got other shit in the works. You never know who's listening, man. You never know. So, like, when I'm sitting here with 122 subscribers, and we got like 20, we had like 20 people watching at one point today. You just never know who's watching. You still look the same, Twatty.
I know. Fuck it. I'll mess with it tomorrow.
Yeah. You got a big light in front of you?
Kind of.
Because that's what it is. You look like you're on the surf. Oh, that's way better. At least I could see your face now. The only game that I was thinking about that has not started yet that I want to bet is the Cal Irvine game. What do you think about that?
I got nothing. I haven't followed them at all this year.
I think they've basically been an 8.5-point favorite the entire tournament, it seems like.
Yeah, I know they're a good team.
Yeah, they have basically beat everybody in their conference by like 15 points.
Yeah, they're a really good team. But nothing for me to. What's going on in Buffalo?
69-65 Buffalo at the line.
There you go. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Think they pull away now?
Probably. You get it under minus 200 money line?
No, that's gone. They're like minus 700 now.
With a 4-point lead?
Yeah, with a 6-point lead.
Oh, okay.
With a 6-point lead, they're minus 2,000 on DraftKings.
Well, that's ridiculous. They can lose that game.
Oh, yeah. And minus 720 on FanDuel. What fight are you talking about?
What's up, Chad?
What fight? Mikey versus Spence? Who's that?
Yeah, Errol Spence.
Oh, is that boxing?
Mikey Garcia. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I only do MMA. I'm not a boxing fan at all, unless they're boxing with 4-ounce gloves in an octagon.
Hey, I hear you. I love MMA too, but I do love me some boxing. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
There's just nobody that gets me excited, bud. Like it's not like the late 90s, like where there it was like Roy Jones, and even like the heavyweight champs after Tyson and Holyfield. You still had Lennox Lewis for a while. Like, I mean, I guess, other than Triple G and Canelo, right? You got Anthony Joshua as in terms of a heavyweight. Like, I don't know. There's just not a lot of guys that excite me.
Well, I'm not sure if it's like, and maybe Chad will know. I'm not sure if it's like the middleweight division or something. There's literally like 4 Hall of Famers and 8 studs, and somehow they're not fighting, which is pissing me off. They are, but like the top guys aren't fighting, and that's a really good division. That reminds me of like Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, Duran. What was that? That was like early 80s.
Yeah. What channel is the fight on? Is it pay-per-view, Chad?
Yeah, that's got to be some. That's got to be pay-per-view. Or wait, that can't be on ESPN Plus. I wouldn't. There's no way.
Well, Fox has boxing now because they lost the UFC.
Yes to what, Chad? A pay-per-view, probably. Yeah. I don't know if I would pay for that particular fight.
Yeah, I mean, I have Cody, so I don't pay for anything. But the only fights recently that I would have paid for was the McGregor Mayweather, just because it was a circus, and then the Triple G and Canelo fights.
Oh, did you watch those 2 fights?
Yeah.
Wow, were those great fights?
They were great fights, man.
It reminded me of the 80s and the 70s where both guys just kept coming forward. You know what I mean?
Hanging in here. Put the thing under. Yeah, I know exactly I love Canelo. I'm a big Canelo fan.
But if you throw me Bud Crawford against Errol Spence or one of those guys, I would pay for that, definitely. So what do you got? We're back even 29-29?
33-32 Duke.
Jesus, I must be way behind.
And we got 74-69 Bowling Green.
I like to give out the under on this. I don't know how I forgot that. I just put that in the chat. Maybe an hour ago. 149.
Well, if that was the total, it's gonna go over.
You think?
They got 144, and there's 4 minutes to play.
No. The Florida State Duke game.
Oh, Florida State Duke. Oh, okay. Well, the in-game total is 148.5 right now, so you're right on pace.
I'll tell you what, for Duke to win this all, they better find a way to shoot the ball better. I mean,
100%.
Trey Jones.
They got nobody.
Yeah, I mean, Reddish is lockdown shooter, but
that's it. And then they got like one white kid that off the bench that if he warms up, he's not bad.
But the problem with that is, okay, so you bring him in to get the 3 ball, but then he can't check anybody on the other end. So They immediately back him down into the post and take advantage of him.
Right. What do you think about tomorrow? You think Michigan finds a way to finally beat Michigan State this year?
It's amazing. I don't know. I mean, I think Michigan's the better team, although with Ward back, I mean, you got Ward, you have Winston, and you have Goings. And those are three nice players. But I feel like Michigan has more talent. But I
It
don't
seems
know.
really close, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, both good coaches, really good coaches.
I love
championship coaches.
I love Michigan's coach, Beeline.
Yeah, very good coach.
Phenomenal coach.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe Nick Ward is the factor that puts them over the top. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he probably needed a couple games to get under control again. I think today was his second game back. But you got to remember, Michigan State just literally beat them 2 weeks ago without Ward.
I know.
Michigan, remember, they were up almost the whole game. All of a sudden, Michigan State turns it on, and they win by like double digits.
Yeah, Chad, is that what's going on? The promoters wonder why. You'd think everyone would want to make money and get these big fights. I mean, right, Chad? There's like 7 guys that are all within the same weight class or within a weight class or two that they're all awesome and should be fighting each other.
What's the deal with Canelo? Like, he's not on pay-per-view now because he signed a deal with that company?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he signed a deal with like a company that's kind of like an ESPN Plus. I think it's like you pay like $10 a month or something. I can't remember the name. I want to say like Ryzen or something. DAZN, something like that.
Huh.
They paid him $300 million.
What? Just to what? Sign?
So all his fights that he fights are on that service.
Well, what if the guy who fights is like, fuck that?
Oh, yeah, DAZN, DAZN. Is that am I telling the story right, Corey? Didn't they pay him like an insane amount of money, and now all his fights have to be on that service? And the service is pretty cheap too, isn't it?
I can't tell if I think Allison Williams is hot or not. What do you think?
Allison Williams. Let me type that into the Google and see who the fuck
she's
that
the one
is.
that does she does the interviews at halftime with the coaches. I can't decide.
Allison Williams. Well, it's definitely not this chick because this chick is smoking stupid hot. She's the girl that Brian Williams, the newscaster's daughter.
She was in Get Out. Did you see that?
Huh?
I think that girl was in Get Out, that movie. Did you see Get Out?
Yeah, she was. Yep. She's smoking, bro.
Yeah.
This girl, I can't. Hold on. Let me type ESPN too, because that'll help. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. She's, I know exactly who you're talking about. She is, she's fuckable. You know? She's the type of girl you pick up from like Plenty of Fish and you smash her out. You smash her out for a week and then that's it. Like you move on. No, what happened backstage? Corey coming in with the gossip. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I love it. What happened backstage now? I mean, I'm on Masvidal all day against Leon Edwards. Wow, bro. I did not push the button and grab the minus 190 on Buffalo. And like you said, they turned it on. They're up 11 with 2 minutes to play.
There it is.
Fuck me, man. Fuck. And as soon as I cut off the 7 o'clock, when me and you were talking about Iowa State getting the job done, I went to go bet them, and in a 30-second span, they jumped like 200 cents, like $2 basically. I was going to get it at $2 worse than the line that when I was talking to you, so I couldn't bet that either.
Right.
I've just been missing it everything today, all day. Basketball has been kicking my ass, man. I'm looking forward to NASCAR though tomorrow. I picked up some units last week. I love that. I'm like a redneck, bro. I'm like I know, right? I'm a kid from Jersey. I'm like a redneck. I never watched the sport a day in my life until I started betting on it, and now I love it. Like when I bet every race. When I have money on a race, I love watching it.
Can you can for real watch a race?
Yeah, 100%. Like it'll be on one of my televisions or one of my tablets while I have other games going on, but it's on all the time and it's enjoyable. Like I like it. Am I Italian? Am I Italian? I'm 100% Italian. Trig, like literally 100%.
So you can watch it, meaning like while you're watching something else?
Yeah, like I'll be watching the game, and then the television next to that, I'll have the race. I'll have the race on the whole race too.
Right. What I'm getting at is there's no way you can sit there and just watch the race.
Oh no, well no, probably not. Just the race by itself, no, probably not. But I mean, I really enjoy it. I know, right? That's crazy. I can't believe it. But once I started putting money on it, I was all about it, bro. I'm like, you know what?
That makes everything interesting. Money.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
But and
Masvidal was doing an interview. Edward said something to him. Masvidal walked over and hit him with the 3-piece. Edwards
not even a 2-piece.
Yeah, not even a 2-piece. He hit him with the triple. I love it. Fuck you, Buffalo. Fuck you.
He cut him. Jesus.
3-piece and the biscuit. He threw in the biscuit too, Corey said.
So what's coming up in the UFC? It's a big fight.
I'll tell you.
Are we gonna get John Jones and Brock or John and Cormier?
I think the goal is Cormier and Brock at some point in the next calendar year. I think that is the goal.
Man, how many pay-per-views is that going to sell?
A lot. And you want to know the truth? I think that Cormier will fuck him up.
He will. Fucking Brock lost to Frank Mir.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Frank Mir's a nice little veteran and all, but I mean, come on.
I love Cormier, man. I wish he could just beat John Jones. He's one of the greatest of all time, Cormier.
Oh, he's top 2 or 3, yeah.
And he's like the nicest guy too. Everybody you ask about says he's just the nicest guy.
And he's a really good commentator.
Yeah, all those guys are really. I'm surprised how good they are. All right, the next fight is Saturday. Another one. That's 7 Saturdays in a row, bro. And the I'll be honest, the card is god awful. The main event is Stephen Thompson, Anthony Pettis. That's a good fight. The co-main event is Curtis Blades, who I like as a heavyweight, against Justin Willis, who he does nothing for me. And then the rest of these fights are fucking terrible.
Is it on
terrible?
Plus?
Yeah.
I mean, Pettis should be an interesting matchup. They're both both athletic, can move, quick.
Yep. It should be good. The only thing is that when you're watching a Thompson fight, his style throws everybody that he fights off.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of dancing and like not a lot of like contact because it takes everybody 2 rounds to figure out what the fuck he's doing. You know what I mean?
Well, isn't his style? Doesn't he consider his style just straight karate?
Yeah.
Isn't that what his what do they call it?
He was like a savant, bro. Like from the age of 4 years old, he won like national karate titles, like world champion karate titles. Like before he came into the UFC, like he was legit. And he's really good, man. And Anthony Pettis, the last year and a half, had a little bit of a resurgence. Like,
yeah,
he's been fighting well the last year and a half. I want to know what the fuck is going on with Tony. That's what I want to know.
I mean, I could tell in his interviews that he wasn't fucking right. That he was a little bit crazy. Jesus, he would just ramble on and talk. It was unbelievable.
That's funny, man. He's gotten hit in his head a lot, Twatty.
Yeah, because he'll stand. He's not afraid. He'll stand there.
He loves it too. He loves it.
That's why I wanted to see him and Max get in the middle of that octagon because neither one of them will take a step back.
Yep.
And just go at it.
Yep. And I want to see him fight Conor too, but McGregor won't fight him. He's afraid of him.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, Tony would just pick McGregor apart. I mean, McGregor's trying to set up the left, and Tony would pick him apart.
I do think that Tony would probably lose to Nurmagomedov, though.
Yeah, but doesn't
it's that wrestling, man. He's a wrestling. Yeah. You're right. Everybody. He's a wrestling machine. People don't know what to do with him.
Who's a better wrestler, him or Askren?
I mean, if you like, who has the more storied career accomplishments? Askren. But who's better? Nurmagomedov. He's a machine. He's literally a machine. I would love to see him.
Is unbelievable, though. He just looks like everybody's fucking mailman. and when he gets a hold of you, he just knows the leverage and the positioning and the hand play and the fucking where to be. It's unbelievable.
He could have lost that fight, though, Twatty. They could have easily stopped that fight when Lawler smashed him, and they didn't. Yeah. They gave him a shot, and he got it done. But you see, like when he takes his shirt off, he's all flabby and shit. Like he literally looks like somebody's uncle, 100%.
But it's somehow once he gets a hold of you, even though he's not all ripped up, you can't get away.
Yeah,
it's crazy. He's amazing. He really is.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up the card for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
No, there is no card tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Selection Sunday.
I thought that there was still fights. I mean, games.
Yeah,
there has to be. Michigan State has to play Michigan. There has to be some games tomorrow.
Yeah, let me pull up. Let's see what we got. So what do you think? You want to do something on this Duke?
I do. I just don't know. Like, you have to think that in the second half we're going to get a better money line than 280, don't you?
Yeah, let's do something just to make it interesting. Shit. Although, no, you're counting units, so we don't want to just...
Oh, bro, I mean, we're up almost 51 units after earlier today, so we could just bet something for the fuck of it. I mean, it's not going to kill us. That's for sure.
Yeah, we got a decent card. Looks like maybe 8 or 10 games. Auburn, Tennessee. Okay, so we got some good games. Michigan State, Cincy, Houston, Auburn, Tennessee.
All the championship games. That's going to be sweet.
And then we got St. Louis, St. Bonnie. We got.
What time are all these games, Twatty?
What the fuck? There's one that says 12 a.m. That's tonight.
Yeah, that's the Cal. That's the Cal Irvine game. That I'm gonna bet that game. Besides Duke, I'm gonna bet that game too. See the best money line that I can get. Plus, we still got the Washington Oregon game too tonight.
I didn't look at that game at all today, but I'm looking at it now. Irvine should cover. The problem is this total is a low total of 129. So what you're asking Irvine to do is win this by 8.5, and with a low totaled game. You know what I mean?
What's the total?
Odds
one what?
129. 29. So the odds makers are saying, "Oh, there isn't going to be a lot of points." But
yeah, so they're saying that the score is going to be 69-60, basically.
Right. I sometimes have a problem with that. You're telling me there's not going to be a lot of points scored, but yet you want me to still cover 9 points.
Right.
So that's interesting. But the numbers jive. I look at the away. That's the first thing I look at. And Irvine away is 14-3, which is really impressive.
Can you tell me why Oregon is a 2-point favorite against Washington tonight?
It could be motivation spot. I know you and I talked about this yesterday, and you said, or maybe it was Ant said that Washington clearly wants to win the title, but Washington's in, so it could be
Washington is in, yeah.
Regardless,
yeah.
I really don't like Oregon. Really, I just don't like.
I hate the Pac-12. Like, I agree with Max, but I mean, it's hard to dispute that Washington's been the class of the conference all year.
Yeah. I
mean, I almost want to take those 2 points unless somebody's hurt like that I don't know about. I'm gonna place this bet real quick, and then I'll see about that Oregon thing. But here's another. UC Irvine straight, and they're 19-14 ATS. I'm going to place a bet on them. What are you going to bet?
I'm going to take Irvine.
What do you think about the first half minus 4.5?
I very rarely will take first halves because if I feel like I have an edge, I want the edge as long as I can have it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to fluke first half.
I know exactly what you mean.
Right. If you have an edge, you want to get as much playing time out of it as you can.
The longer the game, the more that they're going to play to their true number.
They'll regress to the mean. Exactly.
Yep.
Yep. So very rarely I'll take first halves. Now, Max is real good at first halves because he uses a lot of motivation in his capping. So he'll pick a motivational spot and then nail that, which makes sense. And he's real good at
that. My book has alternative lines too. Like you could take Irvine minus 6.5 at minus 160, minus 7.5 at minus 130. I'd rather just lay the 8.5 at minus 110. Right?
Does your book have 8?
No.
Okay.
No, unfortunately. Duke money line's down to 185. I guess the game's back on. Yeah, Florida State just popped a 3. So all right, I'm gonna put it in the chat. You're taking Cal Irvine minus 8.5 for the game?
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
And then I'm gonna look at this Oregon real quick.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, definitely, man. Do that because I think the wrong team's favored. I don't get it. Oh, New Orleans, Abilene Christian. That game just started too.
So here we go. We have a team. Oregon on the road is 7-8, which isn't terrible. But Washington is 8-4 as a road team. So, that's again the first thing I look at. God, Oregon really slows the pace. It's terrible to watch.
Yeah, they do too. Have you followed this conference, the New Orleans, the Southland Conference, Abilene Christian?
Not really.
Yeah,
When I bet that conference, I'll just bet the numbers.
Did you take a look at that Montana Eastern Washington game? That game's almost over. Montana's up 6.
Yeah, I didn't bet it. I would have been on Montana. Again, that's an 11-6 away team. They're a good solid team. I'm surprised. I would if I had more time today, I probably would have bet that. I'm surprised it was only 6. I probably would have taken that up to 8. And you're saying the game's 6 now?
Yeah, with about 8 or 9 minutes left in the game.
I probably would have taken that one up to 8.
And the line right now is 7.5 plus 105.
Well, that's a tough one. I mean,
Yeah.
I would lean towards that because you may get that fouling at the end.
Yeah.
To extend your bullshit lead.
If Duke could hit threes consistently, nobody would beat them. They are just so bad trying to shoot a three. It's embarrassing. These books got balls. Montana is up 6. The money line is minus 1,500.
Yeah. So what's the straddle? Is
the comeback plus 650?
That's bullshit. That's 1,000 straddle.
Yeah.
That is terrible. That should be 900.
They fuck you. They fuck you at the drive-through, bro. You know how it is.
And that's why someone who doesn't know what they're doing could get really fucked on something like that.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. We're getting plus 600. Oh, let's jump on it. Well, it should be plus 1,000.
Right. I know Ant has a 4-1 future on Grand Canyon to win the conference. They're playing New Mexico State, and they're +4 tonight.
So did Utah Valley get knocked out? Last night.
Yep.
Look at New Mexico State. Damn. 18-1 at home, 11-3 on the road. They've won 17 straight games.
They've pretty much been the best team in the conference all year.
Grand Canyon's a nice squad, but they're a 6-9 away squad. So if I'm basing a lot of my capping on that, that's not a good sign. I didn't realize New Mexico State had such a great year. Aren't they at large at 29-4? 17 straight wins?
I would think so. I heard Lenardi was talking about Belmont today. Even though they lost the conference final to Murray State, they were a bubble team, depending on what happened. They were first 4 out, depending on what happened the next 2 days. So Belmont might get in at like 26-5, something like that.
Team, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I thought they were going to beat Murray State.
I'm with you on that, Washington. Obviously, it seems funny. I mean, if I put those two teams on a neutral court, I mean, I'm making Washington a 5-point favorite.
I'm just trying to figure out is everybody playing? It seems like it's like that line's fishy, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So this is 7 points off.
Yeah.
I would have Washington -5, and instead it's Oregon -5.
I think it's going to be a low scoring game too.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. I may have to. Did you jump on Washington?
No, but I'm going to. You want to bet it too? What's the money line?
I don't have that.
Let me check.
Right at the moment.
Their money line is +120.
Yeah, so obviously you don't take the +2. You take the 120.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the chat. I'm gonna hop on that.
Fuck, I don't know if I want to.
I just think it's worth I think you're getting the best team at a plus price to win the conference. I'm going to bet that for a half unit.
Yeah, something's not right there. Let's see. Hasn't moved. Fuck, I'll take it too. Did you do money line or did you take the 2?
I did money line +120.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take half a unit +2, a half a unit money line. That's the way to do that.
That makes sense.
Because if they win straight up, then you've made more than a unit.
Right.
You've made 1.2 units. Well, ballpark. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Half unit +2, half unit money line.
Did you have a pregame read on that Old Dominion Western Kentucky game?
No.
Me either.
I really like Old Dominion though. The problem with Old Dominion this year is as good as they've been, they haven't beat the number at all year. They're 25-8, but they're only 12-20 against the spread.
That's telling.
So how are you such a good? So basically you won every game, but every game has been an ass clincher.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, that's him.
I'm watching this Duke game right now. I just don't see Florida State winning this game. I just don't see it.
If I could get +1,000, maybe interested.
On what? On Florida State?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now they're +410 right now.
Yeah, so that ain't happening.
Montana's up 4. You can actually get a line better than the pregame line. Pregame line was 6, I think, and right now they're -4. They're up 4, -4, with about 6 minutes to play.
Duke's -650.
I know, right? Up 5. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's a 3-pointer and a stop, and you're right in the game.
Yeah, I mean, -560 against the team that's like 25-5.
Right.
I mean, wouldn't you say after the big 3, Florida State's the best team in the ACC? They're 4th. Virginia Tech's probably 5th.
Yeah, Florida State and Virginia Tech are real close.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I thought too. So, what's your favorite MLB season win total?
I just did them all, but I haven't bet them all. So in other words, I don't know which one is going to be the best one until I look well, I can maybe look it up.
Trigger just took Western Kentucky -1.5 in game. Trigger's been on fire, man.
Trigger, yeah, what he's doing. I told Trigger that he doesn't ever have to pay as long as he is my in-game guy for the chat.
There you go.
He cheated on me though for a while. I was pretty pissed about that.
Are you thinking about getting an FDS guy?
Yeah,
I think you should.
I'm thinking
people will come.
Yeah, who I really want is Pete Loshak.
Do you know the deal? Do you know what happened? I don't.
Yeah, I mean he's just going through some shit, basically.
Oh, so they didn't like give him the axe or anything. He left.
Yeah, that I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you, but I can't tell the chat.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd love to have him.
He seems like the nicest guy, man.
I love Pete. Why can't I find
the nicest dude?
Yeah. Baseball. Where are my futures?
Twatty, my whole goal, right, when I first started the Sports Keg up, after I left that fucking shit show, my whole goal was I wanted to develop a website that was a Bleacher Report style website for sports betting. Do you remember when Bleacher Report first came out? Not when they got all corporate and like they got bought by a fucking gajillion-dollar company. When Bleacher Report first came out, it was really knowledgeable, hardcore fans would write articles on every team. You remember that? That was the whole point of Bleacher Report. It would be like
I don't really remember it. They don't. Yeah.
It would be like that's why they called it Bleacher Report. It was like fans writing articles about like each team, each league, and I wanted to do something like that where like really knowledgeable handicappers like Trigger, for instance, that nobody has a fucking clue about, but that can probably write articles giving out free picks, like write his ass off, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that where like you could come there and check scores, you could come there check odds, and then there would just be a bunch of free picks like for every team written by knowledgeable amateur handicappers. But
I agree.
I looked into it, and because me and Ant and Justin and Eric, we were all going to split the cost, and I talked to a website developer, and he was like, in order for you to really be able to do it right, it's going to cost you a ton of money to run that website with all the shit that you're going to need. I don't know, but he was saying like the whole process of like everybody having like a login and everybody be able to write articles like from their house, and I don't know. He was explaining. I said we didn't want to spend any more than like 10 grand to get the site completely up and running, and he was like, "It's going to cost you way more than that." like twice or three.
That is ridiculous, Jeff.
Do you think that's ridiculous?
If you told me last year that I would have done what I did in this last year, I would have told you you're fucking crazy. I'm not computer literate at all. And I built my website and I maintain my website every day. And I can have all the members go on my website and write an article and post it just like I do. You know what I mean? And all my guys have their own logins right now anyway,
right,
to view my website. And my website costs me $59 a month. It's like,
and you did it all yourself.
And I did it all myself.
But do you have to pay some, like, I think once you start getting like big time traffic, don't you have to pay like a host, like a hosting service?
I mean, I that's all in my monthly fee. So I don't know.
And then I figured the fee on top of that was like you have to pay somebody that knows what they're doing, like an SEO person, right? To get your website out there so people will actually fucking see it. And it's not on like the 10,000th page on Google. Like people want like 3,000 a month, Twatty, for like SEO. And that's cheap.
And the only reason I haven't done SEO is I really haven't had time. But that's something that I could do or you could do as well. So don't give up on your fucking dream because it's so much goddamn money. It's not. You just got to do a little bit of it by yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very fucking computer literate either, to be honest with you.
But like if Trigger wanted to post an article on my website, he has his own login already and completely post an article and it would be seen by, whoever visits the site.
Right. And then the guy was like, there would be like a ton of sub pages. Like if every team had a page where you can go and like click and see if somebody was giving out a free pick on like that game, like for your favorite team. I don't know. He just said that we were low, like we were really low. And then I think Anthony's brother knew somebody that's like a big time web developer, and he told Anthony that we were low too.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. I've probably designed 15. I don't know if you've been on my site, but I
have.
Yeah, I probably have 15 or 16 pages.
What did you use? Like Squarespace, and did it all yourself?
I used Wix.
Oh, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't know how to put real-time odds and scores up there. Do you have that on your site?
No, but that's something that I could do within 5 minutes. It's something you embed. You can embed a ticker into your site.
And then I figured that would be where, you can go to watch like this show that we do every night, and like free pick videos and like kind of like build it there, kind of like a cross between SBR and Bleacher Report, but all geared towards sports gambling.
Well, Goji does our videos every day, and I put them on the website every day.
I think I've seen a couple.
So yeah,
a website's important. I got to get even Joe, when I was talking to Ranieri, he was like, you got to get a website. And I was like, yeah, I know. But like, it's all like, 4 people have to make a decision, or 5 people. It's hard to get them all in the chat at the same time. Eric's got shit going on. Justin just sold his house and moved into a 1-bedroom apartment while his other house is being built. Chris is the time zone difference. He's in San Diego. It's impossible to get everybody in the fucking chat at once.
Yeah.
Here comes Duke up 12.
So clearly Buffalo pulled away.
Yep.
Well, here's one I like. I can tell you fucking for sure. Bet your everything you own. The Marlins 63 wins.
Under.
There's absolutely no chance they win 63 games.
And now what do you have to pay? What's the juice?
Well, so obviously they have that because the over 63 is plus 110, the under is minus 140.
Okay, well that's still not that bad though.
But they're not going to get anywhere near that. Let's see who else. The Brewers is 86. I have them going over. Dodgers is I don't know what it is. 93. I have them going over. Let's see what your Mets are for shits and giggles here. The Astros is 96. I have them going over.
96, huh?
Yeah, I think I have them winning like 100.
Wow.
It's real top heavy league. Like Cleveland's 90. I have them going over. And then all the bad teams I have going way under.
What are the Yankees? How many games do you think the Yankees win?
I have them winning the most. I think I have them winning 110. Baltimore, this should be 59. They're not getting that. Not even close.
Really?
Yeah. They'll lose 110 games.
That's next level bad.
Yeah. Well, they were one game. I think they were one game from being the worst team in baseball in the history of baseball last year. And then you lost. Then you lost your closer. You lost Adam Jones, Jonathan Scope, Zach Britton. Yeah.
Holy Christ.
You lose 3 of your 4 best players from a team that was the worst team in history. Let me see here. Yankees. Yankees are 96. So I have them going way over that.
And what's Boston? Right around the same?
Yeah, and I have Boston going over too.
So the same big 4 then in the AL.
Yep. And I have them all going over. And let's see. San Diego, I got going under.
What about the Phillies? You think they go over now because of Harper?
Let me see what they are. Yeah, I think I had the Phillies at like 92 wins or something. Their division is just brutal. Yeah, they have the Phillies at 89, so I'd probably go over that. What's the other one? I wanted to see the Mets real quick. Mets
so you got Phillies are the best team, you think, in the division this year?
Yeah, but barely. And they weren't until they picked up JT Realmuto and Bryce Harper. But that put them over the Mets. Get the Mets at 85. I'm over on them as well.
Oh man, I hope you're right, bro.
Yeah. So basically, I'm under on the Kansas City, the White Sox, the Angels, the Rangers, the Mariners. You know, all the Detroit.
Right.
Those teams have no shot.
Weren't the Mariners halfway decent last year?
Yeah, but they lost Cano. Listen to who they lost. Their best players. They lost Nelson. Cano. They lost their Edwin Diaz, who's one of the top 2 or 3 relievers in baseball, and they lost Nelly Cruz.
Who was their? Who was the pitcher on that team? Paxton.
Yeah, and they lost Paxton too.
They lost him too, right? Yeah.
They went to the Yankees.
So they're in trouble.
Yeah, they got Mitch Haniger as a nice little player, but that's it.
I mean, what do you say to your fan base when you trade away every player that's halfway decent?
You just admit it and say, hey, we're building for the future. But I have to live with the Pirates every year saying, oh, no, we still are going to contend. We're going to trade all these people. And, we still going to – come on, just admit that you're building for the future.
You had some hope. Like, wasn't there one year where Andrew McCutchen took them to the playoffs?
Yeah, we had a 2-year stretch where they made the playoffs. So what did we bet? We bet Washington, and we
Cal Irvine. You bet Cal Irvine. I'm going to try to get Cal Irvine on the money line, but you got Cal Irvine -8.5. I have Washington money line, and you have Washington +2 for a half unit. Washington money line for a half unit.
Right.
I think that's really those are the only games worth betting, unless you guys see a NBA live betting spot.
Yeah,
like how about like the Nuggets are home and down 3 at the half, and the live line is -2.5. No, don't the Nuggets? They don't win that game by 3.
Who are they playing?
Indiana.
Damn, they're scrappy. When they lost Oladipo, I said this team is terrible. Not only, I think they got better since they lost Oladipo. At least played the same. Their bigs are real good. I would still say Nuggets. Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head. I
mean, yeah, they're so good this year, man, and especially at home. Their home record is ridiculous.
That altitude really plays a part.
They're -150 on the money line to win the game. Down 3 at the half.
I wonder what if Indiana came out and scored the first 2 points of the third quarter, what that would do to the money line. Do you think anything?
Yeah, it would go from 150 to 130.
Shit, there you go.
Yeah,
that may be worth it.
Yeah, I'll monitor. I'll monitor that line. They're at the half right now.
The NBA is tough right now because, like, the motivation. It's like, are they tanking? Are they playing for the playoffs? What
As soon as I said that, Trigger just took a -5.5 second half, which basically means that the same exact line I have live, -2.5. I might have to hop on that. Trigger, is everybody playing tonight for Denver? If everybody's playing, I'm gonna bet that money line as soon as see if they score the first 2 points.
Wait, so Trigger took 5, so the Nuggets to win the game by 5.5?
No, he took a -5.5 second half, which is the same thing as the live line -2.5, because they're down 3.
But you can't just take them money line to win the game.
Yeah, I can right now at -150, or I could take them, or I could take them -2.5 to win the game, which is the same exact thing as -5.5 second half.
Well, the reason I'm saying is obviously that half point's fucking with me. That's the thing I don't like, that 2.5. That's why I'm thinking the money line
Yeah.
Instead. They could very easily win by 2 and you're fucked.
And literally, if they come out and score that first bucket, that line will drop 20 to 25 cents.
Yeah, that's where you get that value. For 2 points, you pick up 25 cents, and it's just out of the half.
That's why, I mean, I talk about it with Ant all the time. You have to really not know what you're doing to make money betting games live. I mean, people should be making money consistently betting games live.
I agree. But here's the one thing is that shit is juiced live big time. So you got to really know,
It's an extra 5 cents. Like if you want to take the -2.5 right now, instead of paying 110, you're paying 115.
Right. What's up, Steve? So Corey, Harper raised the total by 4 games because, I mean, his WAR last year I think was probably around that. But you got to figure with Harper in your lineup, that makes everybody else better because the guy hitting behind him is going to have Harper on base, more RBIs. The guy hitting in front of him is going to see better pitching because they don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to pitch around him to get to Harper. Right. So while he's probably worth 4, now your guys that surround him in the order may be worth another 1 or 2. So that's interesting.
Grand Canyon came out, scored the first 8. 8-0 Grand Canyon over New Mexico State.
It's funny you say that Corey is the most overrated. He's on I think he's number 1 on my list of most hated. Like, I know that he had that deal probably in place, and he just wanted the pub for it all. He's just a diva.
We were talking about how good New Mexico State was. They're 2 minutes into the game, since they're down 8-0, you can get him plus 140 on the money line to win the game.
That's an overreaction.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? What's your podcast? Or listen to my NHL play of the day?
Or a podcast.
Or your podcast. What's Dale got here? Tonight, second half, Montana -5. Just. Corey, I'm a Mets fan, a little biased.
Corey's with me. New Jersey kid that grew up loving the Mets. It's a fucking curse.
You know what's interesting? MLB did the best right fielders or something they do every year. And Harper was like 5th on the list. Not even like maybe he wasn't 5th, maybe he was like 4th. But not even best players in the major leagues. They were doing the best right fielders. And he was like 4th on the list.
Yeah. No, Andrew, we're not betting boxing tonight. We just had a fight cast earlier today for UFC London. And we wrapped that up at like 7 o'clock. And now we're just doing college basketball conference final games late night. But you should check out the fight casts, man. We went 8 for 12, picked up a little under 4 units tonight in the UFC. I'm not a boxing guy, though. I'm an MMA guy, so no boxing for me.
Andrew, we got any good boxing coming up in the next week or 2? Yeah, Corey. They say that he's a minus fielder, and a minus runner, base runner now. When he first came up, he was plus.
What's your thoughts on Iowa State winning the Big 12? Did you bet them?
Well, who, me?
Yeah, did you bet them in the conference futures?
No. Iowa State from the beginning of the year was my favorite team. I love their starting five.
We were talking about it too that night when we were talking about what 3 teams are worth taking in the Big 12. We said Texas Tech, Kansas State, and Iowa State.
Yeah,
and neither of us bet them.
They just infuriated me all year. Like they would go to West Virginia and just get blown out. You know what I mean? And then they'd beat Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew, I'm Aspire to Elate on Twitter. And then Jay is Jay. What are you?
Just search the Sports Keg on Twitter. It's at the Sports Keg CEO. We do a live betting show every night. Twatty, normally I'm with one of the guys from the Sports Keg. There's 5 of us, and then Twatty runs a sports investment firm, like a little sports investment firm. He comes on and hangs out with us all the time because he's knowledgeable as fuck. So he's on here a lot. Max is on here a lot from SBR, and then me, and usually one of the guys from the Sports Keg. We've been doing it 5 weeks. We just started like 5 weeks ago.
We got Ski Profit in last night, huh?
Oh yeah, yep.
You got Alex. You got Alex in too.
Yeah, Alex came on. I'm gonna get Ski actually on the show, but he came in and hung out for a little while in the chat.
Who was the dude that came on after me last night? I thought you guys were.
Oh, that's Justin Searcy.
You guys were laughing like a bunch of schoolgirls.
Oh, Twatty. I rewatched the last hour and a half of that show this morning, and I was rolling, bro. I was laughing my balls off.
Like, was Anthony? Ant must have been on one of his like tangents.
He was,
like,
yeah, and drunk.
And Justin was just laughing and like.
Yep, and Justin set me off, bro. Anytime he laughed, it set me off. That's only the second time though that he's been on the show because his life is so hectic. And we got Eric on once, and then you obviously know Chris. Chris said that he was going to come on this weekend, but I don't know where he's been. Maybe he'll come on tomorrow. Yeah, Dale was on last night with us. Dale, we were laughing our balls off, bro. Florida State cut it to 7. How about, and they have the ball. They can cut it to 5 here with 5 minutes to play. Not going away.
Who wins in a fight? Zion Williamson or a croc?
Or who?
Or a crocodile?
What?
Who wins in a fight? Zion or a crocodile?
I'm gonna go with the croc.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like how big? Like a 15-footer or like an 8-footer?
Like a full-grown croc.
I gotta take the croc. Did you see the picture on Twitter circulating, bro, about the alligator that walked across the golf course? The fucking thing looked like a dinosaur, bro. It was gigantic.
No, I didn't see that.
It was huge.
When I get high, I get into these cat videos. It's the funniest fucking thing. So I've seen cats just walk up to alligators and just smack them right in the head, and they fucking squirm back into the water. Dale
set the croc at minus 280 against Zion.
On land, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, on land. Well, that's different because when they're in the water and they start like rolling, it's over. Wow, they're down 5. Here comes Florida State. How about that? That's what I'm saying, man. Like Duke, it seems like they're in a close game constantly. Like you can't be plus 240 to win the NCAA tournament when you're struggling. It seems like every game. They were a 30-point favorite to Wake and beat them by 1. Who wins in a fight? The Croc or Zion?
I love stupid random questions.
That's fucking hysterical, man. That's funny shit right there.
Like Cynthia Freeland, you know her?
No.
You got to Google her.
Oh wait, is she a capper that you were talking to me about?
No, well, she works for the NFL Network, I think.
I think you told me to search her on Twitter, and I did once.
She literally has the best body and the ugliest face.
Are we on the Huskies late night? Yeah, we are.
What do you think, Dale? Dale making fun of me for my cat videos. I will get high and watch cat videos all night.
You know what? And once you start watching videos, you go down a rabbit hole you can't get out of. The next thing you know, it's 3 hours later. You know what I'm saying?
These fucking cats, Jay. they'll hide in your cupboards, and then when you open your cupboards, they'll smack the shit out of you. They'll look at you and push all the shit off their kitchen table. I'll tell you what, they're psycho.
So you think like they're smarter than humans? They just don't want to let us know.
No, they're assholes.
You know the videos that I watch, that I go down a rabbit hole like you with the cats? You ever see the videos of people, they're like civil rights people, they get pulled over and they basically tell the cops to go fuck themselves and they can't do anything about it?
I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched them at length.
Bro, I watched one night 4 hours worth of people, like when they were passing the border, like from Canada into the States or something, and they'd be like, you're not allowed to search my car. You're infringing on my rights. Step out of the car, please, sir. No, I refuse to step out of the car. And there's literally nothing that the cops can do about it. I can't tell you how many of those videos I watched. A solid 4 hours worth.
That's 4 hours of your life you can't get back.
Yeah. Yep.
Michigan beat Minnesota by 27 points.
Yeah, and beat Iowa by 40 the day before.
How does Iowa, with that offense, lose by 40?
They got fucking killed.
I gotta think about who I'm betting in that Michigan State game.
I'm back in Michigan, man. You know what? If Michigan State beats them 3 times, God bless. But it's hard to beat a team that good 3 times in a row. I gotta wait. I'll probably take the money line. Michigan State will be favored because they beat them twice already this year. So I'll probably just take the plus money on the money line.
Well, let's see.
Andrew, we can't understand why Washington's not favored. against Oregon. Washington's the best team in the conference, and they're getting 2 points. I took a half unit on the money line plus 115, and then Twatty took a half unit on the money line and half unit plus 2. So we're riding with Washington tonight.
Let's see if the line's out yet.
And you know what? You know what I think is going to come into play late, Twatty? Washington has not played 3 nights in a row. This will be 3 nights in a row for Oregon. So late in the second half, their legs might go. They might just be tired.
Yeah. So Houston pops up as a 4-point favorite against Cincy.
That's fair. Houston's better.
I'm surprised Cincy was this good this year. I mean, Jared Cumberland's a stud, but the rest of their team is not that good. I mean, they're 13-20 against the spread. So
they play rock defense too. They lock it down.
Every game is an ass clincher with them.
Yep.
Fucking Houston, 31-2. 31-2. And no one's even talking about them being like a 2 seed.
31-2. What's the money line on 4 points? Minus 180?
I think more. I don't know exactly. So here, Michigan State comes out as a 1-point favorite.
That makes sense. I got to back. I have to back Michigan there. I have to. I think Max is back in Michigan too. We were talking about it the other day. So Houston is a 4-point favorite, huh?
On my website, I have a spread to money line calculator.
What do you got?
It's pretty handy. But I got too many goddamn windows open to my computer will shut down. Losing bandwidth.
I think I got to back. I got to back Houston there. If that money line is like 180 or minus 200, and Cincinnati goes up 3 or 4 early, and I can get like a minus 150 on Houston, I'm gonna drill that fucking money line.
Yeah, I think Houston's a better team.
Definitely.
Someone's asking who Houston lost to. I'm pretty sure Temple beat them.
Well, Temple beat Cincinnati on the last day of the season to get into the tournament.
Yeah, I'm checking that right now because I do have it pulled up. But I thought Temple was a team that beat them.
I'll tell you right now on the Action app.
Okay, cool. And maybe Memphis. What the fuck? I got 6 messages. I'm gonna be low shack. I must be killing it in hockey. My hockey guy just sent me a DM. Have you seen my plays tonight? So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you're right. Temple beat them at home by 4. And they lost to UCF by 5.
Yeah, so those are 2 aren't bad losses.
No.
So you see New Mexico State putting it on them now.
Yeah, they're up 5.
They can ball. That's a good team.
I should have jumped on that minus 110 money line when Trigger said that he took them live.
Corey, Trey Jones taking over. Is he what? Just like a field general, or is he hitting big shots?
That was he just nailed the big shot.
Okay.
That kid plays so his defense is unbelievable.
Yeah. Denver up 5. Nice.
Yep, Denver up 4 right now, 71-67.
What are we doing? We're doing Oregon, Washington, I guess.
Yeah, we got we both have Washington, and I'm gonna
What time
try
did that start?
10:30. I think it starts like now. I'm gonna try to get the best number I can on Cal Irvine money line. Hopefully, see what happens in this New Mexico State Grand Canyon game. Monitor that.
Oh, is it on after this game?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, then I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the WAC then. Got 17. Always a general with awesome defense. Very true, Corey. Now, Corey and Jay, he's not good enough to go pro, though, right? Next year? He's not
Who?
one in Trey Jones.
No, I don't think so.
Right. He's just. Is he? I don't know. He's undersized, but I guess his brother was undersized, too.
Yeah, but he's not a scorer. If he was undersized and you know he was killing it, then maybe I could see. But he averaged 9 points a year this year, 9 points a game.
Yeah. How are the Pelicans scoring so many points every night? Can somebody tell me that?
Anthony Davis isn't playing either.
He plays like he's on a minute restriction, and I mean they got Drew Holiday, whatever. He's a nice player, but I don't know. It seems like every night they're in the 120s. Like they just put up 130 something tonight.
Wow, that's like since when did teams put up 130 like it's normal now?
What back in the day?
Remember like the 90s Knicks with Hewing and Oakley, the score would be like 90-86.
Oh my God, yeah. And then they brought in Rick Mahorn. Oh my God.
Yeah, we had Mark Jackson.
John Starks was a pain in the ass on the perimeter.
Yeah, when he got hot, it was lights out.
But he was a thug checking the guys out there on the three-point line. And then you had Ewing and Oakley and Mason on the base. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Unbelievable. What up, Ant?
Hello.
Oh, Ant, what's up?
Hey. I didn't know you were doing this again.
I sent you a message.
Oh, I actually I probably went down for a nap at about halftime of the Kansas game because I mean I'm tired. And I woke up and was pleasantly surprised to see that Kansas somehow got that over by the hook. I had over 143.5, and for some miracle I hit that over after a 60-point or after like a 55-point first half. I miraculously hit that over, so that was kind of cool.
That's nice.
Yep. And other than that, it's been a mixed bag, sports betting wise today. Apparently I pushed on I had a Montana and I pushed that. So, what do I have left? I'm not even sure what I have left going. Let me look that up.
You have 4 for 4, didn't you, in UFC?
No, I wasn't 4 for 4. I was 4 for 1. Somebody said I should take this Gunner feller, so I bet that and that lost. So somehow I went 4 for 1. But somebody also told me to take all those other ones that I won, so that I'll take that any day of the week.
We took Washington. We bet Washington money line plus 115. Because for some reason they're catching 2 points against Oregon. I don't understand it. So I took that. I took the Nuggets were down 3 at the half, and they were minus 2.5 for the game, and they were minus 150 on the money line. So I ended up getting a bad number though, because I was gonna Twatty and I were gonna see if Indiana came out, scored the first 2 points of the second half, maybe that dropped the money line a little bit, but it went up 15 cents. So I ended up getting like minus 165, I think was the one I got. I got that for a half unit. And Twatty bet Cal Irvine minus 8.5. And I'm going to try to get Cal Irvine money line at the lowest price I can and drill it. Grand Canyon's only down 5, so your future is live.
Yeah, speaking of futures, I actually let me look up what I actually got today that hit on futures. So Buffalo, Prairie View, A&M both hit, so that was kind of cool. And then Norfolk State lost, which is kind of funny because I completely forgot I even bet that. I am 100% forgot I bet Norfolk State, which is kind of lame because I was watching the end of that Norfolk State North Carolina Central game, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Good for North Carolina Central pulling off that upset and making it to the tournament.
We're live tomorrow with Auburn at plus 475.
Dale saying, how's Ant feeling today? Actually, it could be a lot better, honestly. I don't want to rain on everybody's parade. But the reason why I wasn't here this morning was I was actually had to go to a funeral. One of my childhood best friends, his mother passed away this week. So that was kind of sad. And also, I think it's finally hit the national news. I don't know what's taken so long. Oh, maybe it's just because we're a flyover state, so we don't matter apparently. But if this has happened anywhere on one of the coasts, it'd be wall-to-wall coverage right now. But I don't know if you guys have looked at the national news, but my entire state's underwater right now. It's completely devastated at the moment.
I've been doing this since 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I had no idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the whole state's flooded. It's been going on for several days, and it's only going to get worse.
Like Houston and the hurricane flooded. Like you're taking a boat like down the street.
The whole state of Nebraska is flooded. It's not like, oh, Houston. It's the entire state is underwater right now.
Right, but is it like if I open my car door like and sit in the driver's seat, I'm going to be underwater? Like that kind of flooded?
Yeah, it depends on where you're at. There's entire communities that are completely gone.
Wow.
Go look up on Twitter. Go look up Nebraska flooding on Twitter.
What about
or go look on the Nebraska governor. Pete Ricketts is the governor of Nebraska. Go look up his Twitter feed and go look at the pictures of what's going on.
What about where you are right now?
Where I'm at, I'm inland in Omaha. I'm okay, but all of the areas, because Omaha is right by the river, right by the Missouri River. All of the areas along the Missouri River are in flood warnings because the Missouri River is going to be cresting soon. The small town I actually grew up in is called Plattsmouth, which is about 20 minutes south of Omaha. It's a commuter community. Like the majority of that town commutes to Omaha for work every day, like my dad did. The town's flooded right now. I have one of my best friend, his brother still lives in Plattsmouth, and his house is about to get flooded. Anybody who lives along the riverbank in Plattsmouth, because the name of the town gets its name from the fact that it's on the mouth of the Platte River, where the Platte River flows into the Missouri, and both those rivers are flooded right now. So the town is downtown Plattsmouth is flooded,
and it's all because the snow melted, and then you got a wicked rainstorm.
Yeah, we've gotten rainstorms, and we had all the snow melt and everything like that. I have most of the outlying communities that they commute into Omaha, things like that, like the small towns like outside of Omaha, like Valley and Ashland and stuff like that are gone. Like I know people from Valley who don't even know if their house is still there because they can't get back into the town because they had to evacuate.
Wow.
So that kind of sucks. My mom and sister, they actually lived in a small community right by the Air Force Base, and they moved out of it a year ago to West Omaha. And that community that they moved out of is underwater right now too, because they had to evacuate the entire. It's right down by like the lake, the base. It's called the Base Lake because there's the Offutt Air Force Base, which is just south of Omaha. There's like this lake community down there, and my mom and sister lived right by it, and they moved out of it last year. Well, that entire lake community has been wiped out. So enough of that. If you guys actually want to see how bad it is, just look up on Twitter Nebraska flooding. Because
tonight I will after we're done.
Since we're a flyover state, we don't get any of that national coverage. But if Atlanta gets 1/4 of an inch of snow, it's wall-to-wall coverage for 24 hours. But an entire state's getting wiped off the map right now. And nobody cares because they're Nebraskans. They're in the middle of the country, and that's flyover town. So
that's gonna fucking kill farmers, man.
Yeah, you could actually go online right now and look at pictures of farmers feeding their cattle from boats because their cattle are huddled up on little islands.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Washington, Oregon tipped 7-5 Washington right now. Grand Canyon down 7 with about a minute to go in the first half. Abilene
won.
Yeah, at least they're live for you. Abilene Christian is up 12.
Everybody knows, but Ski Profit sent out the Jazz Nets under 219. I went ahead and bet that because I always just kind of tail him. The live line of that game right now is 203.5. So that's man, that guy's good. That guy knows his NBA. I cannot, and hats off to him because I cannot cap NBA for shit. I do well with football. I do well with college basketball. I actually have a really good record this year in college basketball. And baseball, obviously, is my best sport. But I have never been able to crack the nut of the NBA. But that dude, Ski Profit, man, he's just consistent. Every day he just hands out a winner. It's pretty cool.
Can't beat that.
I know. I don't know how anybody who caps NBA successfully does it. I don't get it.
There's
Washington's up right now.
Yeah, there's
this game on. I got to pull up some games to start watching.
ESPN. There is like 5 huge games tomorrow. Michigan State, Houston, Cincinnati, Tennessee, Auburn. All these games are for the conference championships, so it should be a good day. NASCAR, looking forward to it. NBA is a fucking disgrace.
You hate the NBA.
I can't stand the NBA.
I mean, I could.
Twatty, you like the NBA?
I mean, yeah. There's pretty much. I like every sport. That would probably be like third or fourth.
You like soccer?
No.
Okay, so you don't like every sport?
That would be my least favorite sport.
You got to start betting it. Then all of a sudden it'll become your favorite sport. That's what happened to me.
That's what happened with me in NASCAR. Now I'm a redneck.
I know. I'm like, it was the damnedest thing. You're like, oh boy, I sure do love NASCAR. I'm like, what the hell? You like NASCAR? It was like so weird.
I know. An Italian kid from New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. And the Italian kid from New Jersey likes NASCAR more than most rednecks. But
what about tomorrow morning, Ant? Is there like that 7:30 in the morning Premier League game?
Yeah, I got but I don't like the lines in the Premier League. I do have some soccer tomorrow bet, but I don't have any Premier League bet. I did do okay this morning with Premier League on 2 games I was not expecting to win. Somehow won.
Well, that's good.
They're the ones I gave out last night. Like somehow West Ham United, they were down 3-1 with 70 in the 75th minute, and they won 4-3. They got like 3 goals in the last like 15, 20 minutes of the game to beat Huddersfield. So that and I had the West Ham United on the money line, so somehow that hit. And then I had the Burnley Leicester over 2.5, which I gave out last night before we got off the air. And Leicester got the 3rd goal in the 90th minute. So, so 2 lucky winners there, but they're winners. So boom. But yeah, I'm on some tomorrow. I can let you know when I'm on tomorrow if you want to.
Trigger, I took Washington on the money line at plus money, 120, and then Twatty has a half unit on it, and then a half unit on +2. What's the most random sport that we bet? I mean, for me, it would be golf or NASCAR.
The most random sport that I bet. Golf's not random though.
Well, I guess NASCAR is, right?
The Wolves did beat Man U today in that FA Cup. I like that. I like seeing Wolverhampton do good this year.
I'll tell you the most. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it was just a funny story about the Wolverhampton. Is that one of our truck drivers at my old job that I quit looked exactly like the Wolverhampton head coach, like literally exactly like the guy. And I mentioned that when he showed up. I'm like, you look like this head coach from this big soccer team in England. Because the reason why I knew what he looked like was because I just saw Tottenham and Wolverhampton play. He's like, I do? I'm like, yeah. And I Googled him and I pulled him up and I showed it to the guy. He's like, holy crap, that does look like me. So he Googled it, screen capped it, right? He screen capped a picture of the guy from Wolverhampton and sent it to his daughter. And she goes, Dad, did you lose a little bit of hair? So I just thought that was just kind of a funny thing that like the guy literally, and he sent it to his wife too, like right there. He's like, so apparently I got a doppelganger in England who coaches big time soccer. This just looked exactly like a truck driver here in Nebraska. It's kind of funny, but maybe it's not that funny. You guys don't seem that amused.
Twatty, how did you do in hockey this morning? Today, I mean, your hockey guy up?
I just DM'd him and told him to pop into the chat. He DM'd me and he said, "Did you see my picks?" And I don't feel like going through it. I'm wasting all kind of bandwidth there.
Yeah.
But the one I wanted to answer the one guy saying, "What's the craziest sport that I bet on?" Not particularly a crazy sport, but when I was in college, I used to bet balls and strikes in baseball, which was pretty degenerate thing to do.
That does sound pretty degenerate. The craziest thing I ever bet on was I would make up over-unders on people's life to kill ratios in Call of Duty when like my buddies would play Call of Duty. And we make over-unders on like their kill ratios for the round.
That's another thing. Have you guys gotten into that betting on video game shit? Because that's on all the websites now.
No, I have not.
Neither have I. Have you? Have you? Twatty?
Just realized I don't have my phone.
I have made a bet. Esports.
Yeah, like esports, like they play Dota. They play League of Legends, and I mean the big money, bro.
New Mexico State opening it up. I know he got Grand Canyon though, right?
Yeah, he has Grand Canyon. I almost bet New Mexico State too. They were like minus 115. I almost drilled them, but I ended up not doing it.
Dale says never bet esports.
Yeah, I mean, I have no desire to. It doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would be.
People sit in these like 20,000 seat arenas, bro, overseas, and they're living for it, watching 4 kids play video games.
Really? 20,000 seat arenas?
20,000 over in London. There was a huge event like the World Championships, like literally arenas, watching like with gigantic screens, watching 2 teams of 4 play a video game. I don't know what Sam wants.
That's insane.
I know.
What do you guys think about this as a reality show?
What?
You have 10 of the most degenerate gamblers, and you put them in a house and just film them all day.
I like it already.
Like you get people like Steve Stevens. You throw them in there with Vegas Dave. You know, the biggest hard-ons.
Yeah.
And watch them go at it every day. Can you imagine?
It would be entertaining.
The fights and oh man, I would love that. Who else is a hard on?
It's only a matter of time before they have like 8 handicappers living in a house like the real world, like
that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah,
and like every week, like whoever makes the least amount of money gets kicked out until there's only one person and they get a grand prize. It's only a matter of time.
And then you got to figure out which one owes the most money and all that stuff. That'd be kind of funny.
I mean, I would watch it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have any Premier League bet for you tomorrow, Jay. I'm sorry. But tomorrow morning, it's on at 6:30, I think. I did bet Juventus minus 150.
Is it on TV?
Yeah, I mean, it's on ESPN Plus. Like all of Serie, the Italian league is on ESPN Plus, every single game. So, yeah, you should be able to watch it. And then AC Milan, I took them. There's various ways you could bet AC Milan if you want to tell that. I took them at a pick 'em, but I wouldn't hate somebody if they just wanted to take them on the 3-way money line and bet them to win. But I think that's a good price on AC Milan.
Did you look at anything for the final day of the players?
No, not yet, because it was still going on when I went down for my nap.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, your racist prop is still pretty
Why
high,
does it have to be racist though?
I mean,
like,
because you're betting on nationalities and shit, so it just seems.
But like, isn't it
the
person that set the line that's racist? Like, am I racist for betting it?
No, you're not. I'm not. I didn't call you racist. I said the prop was racist.
Swati, they got nationality props for golf, like top Irishman, top Englishman, and then there was top Asian. So I bet like some guy at plus 600.
You didn't take Tiger for top Asian?
No, they mean like they mean real Asians though, like actual guys who are from Asia. Tiger being American whose mom is Asian doesn't count.
Washington State up 12-10. I mean Washington, not Washington State. My bad.
No, but you took Bine Hun and BH. Yeah. So he's one stroke behind Matsuyama because, of course, Ann had a nice lead going into this round, and Matsuyama said, "I will have none of that," and shot a 7 under. So now Matsuyama's actually got a one stroke lead on Ann.
So who's winning the tournament right now? Is it McIlroy?
Actually, let me check and see. Last I saw,
they got John. They got John Rahm at plus 210. I assume
it's John Rahm is actually leading it.
McIlroy plus 250 and Tommy Fleetwood plus 350, and then everybody else is 1,000 or above.
Andrew, you looking for a sports book?
I use legal ones because I'm in New Jersey.
I'm in Nebraska, so I actually do all of this for fun, guys. You know what I mean? Wink, wink.
Hey, Anthony.
This is all for entertainment purposes only. So,
Anthony, who wins in a fight, Zion or a crocodile on land?
Zion or a crocodile?
Are we back to this?
Well, we got to get another opinion.
Like a real crocodile? How big is a crocodile?
Twatty, that's exactly what I said. I said, is it an 8-footer or are we talking like a 15-footer? He said a full-grown normal croc.
On land.
Well, Zion is not Steve Irwin, so I would probably have to take the crocodile.
It's close. It's close, like on water.
Steve Irwin's the only one. Steve Irwin's the only one that's stupid enough to fight a crocodile, though. And somehow it wasn't the crocodile that killed him.
In water, you got to give the edge to the croc.
Yeah, that's minus 1,500.
Grand Canyon's not going to win this game, so that makes me moderately sad. Oh, well, I literally only had 1/4 of a unit risk on them to win the conference tournament. Hey, speaking of conference tournaments that did hit for me, though, Prairie View A&M at plus money, which is the best part about me getting Prairie View A&M at plus money is because literally like 6 hours after I bet them at plus 140, they moved all the way down to minus 140. So that was
that wasn't even on my
big swing for me.
That wasn't even on my radar. I don't even know how you came up with that.
Prairie View A&M?
Yeah.
Because they're the best team in their conference. Let me look it up real quick and actually tell you the name of the conference because I'm not even going to front and tell you guys the Southwest, the SWAC. Yeah, they're the best team in the SWAC. They win the SWAC every year. They had the best record, and it was a good price. So I took it up plus 140, and then it like seriously got steamed all the way down to like minus 140 by the end of the day.
Trigger is a fucking live betting NBA machine, bro.
He is.
It's actually ridiculous.
Well, he needs to. I wish I was in here earlier. I could have taken some of his stuff.
I grabbed the Nuggets. They're up 9 right now with 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, that Warriors cat. I don't know what the line was on the Warriors game, but I could just look at the score and tell you that an under in the Warriors game definitely cashed.
If you were
110 to 88, I bet every under you could have possibly bet cash on that one. 110
if you were in the chat, you would have been on the Nuggets. They were down 3 at home to the Pistons. Pistons to the Pacers.
Pacers.
Yeah, to the Pacers.
Oh, they're up 9 now.
Yeah, and the live line was -2.5, down 3. So the second half line was 5.5. That's an auto bet.
Oh, I would have bet that.
Yeah, the Nuggets at home, 100%.
Yeah. Stupid me. I was taking a damn nap. Well, we missed you last night, Trigger Man. Were you in here last night when we got on the Clippers? Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like, Twatty got off the show last night. We were probably going to wrap things up, but then Justin decided to get on, and we went for another 2.5 hours.
Not probably. I think I even said, like, all right, we're out, and then Justin popped up, and that I rewatched the last hour and a half of that show, and I was crying. I was crying in laughter.
Yeah, because I got drunk, and then we started talking to Justin, and then I went on like a political rant or something.
Yes, you did.
Twatty was laughing too. He was like, "What the fuck was going on last night?"
Well, I got drunk and something brought up politics, and then I just started ranting because I'm talky anyways when I'm not drunk. But you put a little alcohol in. Yeah. Didn't know if you noticed that or not. But once I get a little bit liquored up, the motor doesn't stop. I just keep going. I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I just keep on going.
So Twatty was talking about maybe having a baseball show, like doing a live show, and I told him, I told him for baseball season, he should just come on here every night with you, because what am I going to contribute to baseball live betting? I mean, I'll be on the show here with you guys, but it's not like I'm going to be able to contribute anything.
We still need your moderation skills.
Yeah,
you're the captain of the ship, so we still need you.
Yeah, I'm
on
there. Twatty and me are the personality, but you're the moderator, man.
Yeah, we're the talent, right?
Yeah, we're the talent. Trigger Man, you will definitely do this baseball season with me and Twatty.
I'm just the schmuck that runs the show.
Well, you're also the schmuck who gave out all those winning plays in UFC today.
Yeah, at least they happen, so I'll be able to do that while you guys are talking baseball.
Yeah, like, wasn't that pretty funny how earlier I said, yeah, I went 4-1 because some idiot told me to bet on Gunner, when in reality, the whole reason why I won those other 4 bets was because some idiot told me to take those 4 bets.
I wanted that one too. You know why? Because that was the breakdown I wrote for fucking Odds Market. It's unbelievable. And I went 1-2 on that article, but finished 8-4 on the show and won just under 4 units. It's like I cannot pick the right fight to write about.
Why don't you just write about all of them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that.
Are we ever going to get a number on Washington that's supposed to be good? Because this game is back and forth.
They're plus 190 on the money line right now, down 4. That seems good.
That seems real. Actually, they're plus 165 down 4 on my book, but plus 165 is good enough for me to take for some investment.
I don't understand why they were the dog. I don't get it.
Well, I just took them at plus 165, and now I want to hope that they take a lead, and then I'll arbitrage the game, because that's what I did during the Kentucky-Tennessee game. I wound up getting both sides of that game at plus 160.
That game literally took a little piece of my soul.
Yeah, I saw you. It was I was trying to be nice to you. So I did.
An 18-6 run in the last minute 40 to lose by 4. I mean, Jesus Christ! I cannot pick these people a winner, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I
thought I saw a tear.
I was close. I was close, man. I was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did
I
you at least
used
get
that
my
way
message?
today.
Did that cheer you up? Did my message cheer you up?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah, actually, I was so miserable that it didn't. But after I took at 7 o'clock when I said, "All right, we'll come back at 8:30," well, in that hour and a half, I read it and I left.
Thank you.
After
I thought you would like that.
after the fact I left. And somebody in the Sports Bet Daily chat had 100-to-1 ticket on something that they bet on, and they hit it 100-to-1.
That's good.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's just stupid.
What's
I don't
going
think
on?
professional gamblers bet 100-to-1s very often, do they?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Abilene Christian is up 61-46.
The Nets and Jazz have picked it up a bit. The live line on that game's 214.
What was it supposed to be?
Well, I had it at under 219.
Oh,
The live line was all the way down to 203, like at the beginning of the fourth quarter, but now it's all the way up to 214. Ooh, just went down to 213. Okay. Oh, just went down to 212. Oh, wow, how did it drop 2 points in 3 seconds?
Twatty, did you bet that Denver Nuggets second half?
Yeah.
All right, good. They're they're up 7 right
so
now.
You watched the last half hour of the show last night, Twatty?
Well, it was funny because I was going through YouTube and I saw that there was a telecast from last night, and on the front of the picture there was a black guy. Right? So I'm like, wait a second. Now I know I was on that show last night, and it was just Ant and Jet. Was I high? What is going on? And there's a black guy just smiling, having the best time. I'm like, no. Well, so what? So then I went in and I watched it, and after I had signed off, I guess he came on.
Yeah.
I was like tripping. Like, what happened? What did I miss? I was on the whole damn night.
I know you missed. Oh, you would have been in tears, bro. You would have been crying.
Yeah, Justin, I don't know. There's something about the dynamic when Justin and I get on this show together. We start talking. It's funny stuff. It's the second time he's come on. He'll come on a little bit more often. He hasn't been able to come on that much though, because him and his wife sold their house and they've been in the process of moving everything and all that shit. But once he gets settled in, he'll come on a little bit more often.
When he said my name 40 times in a row, and you kept going, just totally oblivious on a fucking political rant.
Oh,
and he said, I was fucking crying, bro. Oh my
God. Well, I was just going off about, how annoying it is. Like if you're a Republican voter in this country, you love life because the people you elect to office do everything you want them to do. But if you're a Democratic voter in this country, you get pissed off. It's probably the most frustrating thing in the world because even when you have Democratic majorities, they're still basically act like Republicans. It's kind of okay. I'll let that go. I'll just say.
And then I read like the David Letterman top 10. I read the chat. What everybody was saying in the chat. Oh, it was funny, man. It was so funny. It was classic. That was
my favorite part.
That was
David Letterman top 10 in the chat.
No. I was like, this is what the chat said, and I went one by one, and I couldn't even say it at the end. I was laughing so hard, bro. Oh,
they were coming at you hard. The chat was.
They were. They were like somebody said Jay with 3 exclamation points because that's what Justin said 40 times. Somebody else said, you guys could leave the show right now and close it up and Ant would still be going. Not even know what the And then somebody was like, cut him off. Just cut him off.
Cut the mic.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
That was the funniest moment since we started doing the show. Was that 10 minutes?
I need Washington. Okay, Washington's coming on strong. I seriously, because I already got Washington at plus 160. I seriously just want them to flip the number on Oregon on that money line, and then I'll just not even care about the game after that. I just want to grab both sides at that plus number.
We knew it was going to be a low-scoring game when Twatty and I were talking about it. They got 20 points, Twatty, 4 minutes left in the half.
Wait,
well,
what was the score of
you
the
should have.
Florida State game?
Your first clue that was going to be a low-scoring game was when the total was 121.
Yeah, it was low. Now it's 117.
Hold on, but do we have anything? You said we like UC Irvine minus the points.
I'm going to try to get I'm going to get the best money line I can, but Twatty bet it minus 8.5. UC Irvine minus 8.5.
Okay, I'm actually taking that. I'm actually taking that first half under.
Go ahead, Em.
I'm taking the first half under the UC Irvine game.
What were you saying? Who got ejected?
Djokovic.
Why?
Not Djokovic. Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
I was thinking of the tennis player.
Oh, yeah.
That's obviously going to hurt one of the 10 best players in the world.
Okay. So you remember how I told you when I first got on here how miracle happened and I hit the Kansas Iowa State over. I had it over 143.5 and the game came out at 144. Despite the fact that they had they literally only had a 54-point first half and they somehow were actually had a 90-point second half. Well, I'm looking at the play-by-play because I was curious. So there was a technical and a flagrant foul called on Kansas, I guess, in the last minute of the game, and Iowa State hit all 5 free throws. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a 3-pointer in the last minute, and somehow there's a free and Mariel Shaq hit 2 free throws with 10 seconds left to finally get the game over the total.
This Denver game is getting close, man. 2 minutes left. Denver's only up 5. I took them on the money line, but whoever took them on the second half line, it was minus. They had to win the game by 3. Right now they're up 5.
Well, yeah, you're right.
And or Jay, do either one of you know what the Florida State score was? Florida State and Duke.
Duke covered. I know that.
I'll tell you right now, bro.
Duke won by 10. I want to say.
Hang on. I'll check the action app right now.
I get too many damn windows open.
Duke won by 10. Yep, 10.
Well, what was the score?
73-63.
Yeah, so that stayed way under. So that's a winner for me.
Yeah, yep, you got that under. Definitely.
Yeah.
Montana won by 6. If you got the opener at 6.5, you lost. If you got the closing line at 5.5, you won.
I got the other option in that game. I bet that game.
What did you do?
I had it minus 6, and it came right out at 6. So okay. I'm actually going to look at the play-by-play now to determine that if I got screwed with the push or if I got lucky with the push. Oh wow! It looks like I might have got lucky. It looks like holy shit! Eastern Washington had the lead.
Yeah, they did. They were up a decent amount too.
They were up 8. They had the lead for most of the second half. Wow! With 3 minutes left, they were up by 6. And then,
New Mexico State's only up 9, Ant, with 15 minutes to play.
No, it was they were hovering around 6-point lead the entire time. Never mind. So it wasn't a bad beat or not. It was just kind of what it was.
You're still. Yeah, go ahead, Twatty.
Brooks went 5-0 plus 7 units.
Well, that's a fucking good night.
That made my night. That made my night right there.
Fuck yeah. Eastern Washington was up by 14 early. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this. Is what I got for tomorrow. Yale and Harvard, the two teams that exactly the teams we thought would be in the Ivy League final. Yale's laying 4.5. I think I like it. Auburn, Tennessee.
Blood.
Auburn, Tennessee. Tennessee's laying 4.5.
I gotta stay off that game because I have a future with Auburn. So
do I.
So it's not even like I could. Tennessee's too big of a favorite for me to arbitrage it. So I just gotta ride with it.
I bet him for a full unit too, 100 to win 475. So if they win that game, that'll be nice. The Bonnies are -1 against St. Louis. Total is 120.5.
Is that about the most garbage A10 final that we could have gotten?
Well, I'm happy the Bonnies are in it.
Really, we want the St. Bonaventure to win the A10 championship and take a bid away from anybody else.
Well, I mean, I'd rather see them win than St. Louis.
I mean, at least St. Louis is a 20-win team.
Texas Arlington, Georgia State. That line is 3.5. Georgia State -3.5.
I want to take. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I would snap bet Georgia State on that one. Georgia State's significantly better than Texas Arlington.
So you're saying you would lay it?
Yeah.
Total's 138.
I don't have an opinion on the total yet. I'd have to look at their pace of play. But just looking at the line at 3.5, I know I would lay Georgia State. They're better than Texas Arlington. Texas Arlington is like the fourth best team in that conference. I think Georgia State's probably the first or second best team in that conference.
The AAC final is Houston, Cincinnati. Houston -4.5. Total 128.
If I had to bet it, I'd take Houston, but I'm not going to bet it. I don't like that line.
If I had to bet it, I would probably just take the money line at -200. I think they're going to win. I think the game probably goes over too. Don't you think it goes? I mean, under 128. Don't you think it goes under?
Yeah, Houston slows the game. Neither team plays fast.
Yeah. And they're both great defensively. And then 3:30, I guess this is the last. They're all early games because then the second half of the day is Selection Sunday. So Michigan State. Michigan State's -1, total 131.5.
Yeah, that's basically. I would take Michigan State.
You think they're going to beat them 3 times? It's hard. It's hard to beat a good team three times in a year.
Times. They haven't beaten 3 times. They beat them. They split, didn't they?
I thought Michigan State swept.
Yeah, it's
2-0.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
believe
2-0.
that it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
I mean, a team that good. I mean, we're not talking about like fucking Bloomfield High School. Michigan's good.
Yeah, not as good as Michigan State.
I don't know. I would lean towards taking Michigan.
The line's 1, so
they're even money. Michigan's even money on the money line, and Michigan State's -115
twice already this in a month. So it'd be the third time in a month they have to beat Michigan. I mean, the only reason you are right about it's hard to beat a team 3 times. The only reason why I would be tempted to take Michigan is because that they've lost the first 2. But I mean, that's not going to make me take Michigan. That'll just make me stay off the game because I'm not going to bet the team that I think is the worst team on essentially a pick 'em line.
That's all I got for games tomorrow.
Well, that's all there is. It's just the last remaining conference title games.
But we got a NASCAR race.
I would rather die.
Fuck you, bro.
Well, are you going to give me another winner? Because you gave me a 3.5 to 1 winner last time.
I'm gonna try to give you another winner, and I'm gonna
If you
enjoy
give me another
it too.
winner, I'll bet it and then forget that I even bet it until it's a winner, like I do every time you've ever told me to bet a NASCAR race. And the Brooklyn Under cashes. Thank you, Ski Profit.
Did they hold on? Did Denver hold on and win the game?
Still pending. Tied.
No. Motherfucker.
What did you lay? If you've had the money line, I know you lay probably like 200, huh?
Minus 160.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's funny I'd rather die than watch NASCAR? Well, Jay's trying to break down Ivy League basketball, and I expressly let him know that I would rather drink AIDS-infested blood than bet an Ivy League basketball game. And I will stand by that conviction. For the I mean, not betting any Ivy League basketball game on principle alone. I will not bet Ivy League basketball.
Twatty, what would you set the line at if I told you in 5.5 weeks that we've done this show? I would rather drink AIDS blood has been said 6 times in 5.5 weeks.
I've heard it 10 times.
What would you set that line at? Like minus 25,000? No. There's no way somebody could say I'd rather drink AIDS blood 10 times in 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's minus 100,000.
Yeah, it's minus 100,000. Trigger said he can't watch NASCAR either. Fuck you guys. All right.
I can't fuck with NASCAR either.
God damn you all.
Twatty, here's what it is, though. Jay, when it comes to NASCAR, Jay gives you a bet, and you just go ahead and bet it. And then you just make money. Yeah, like, I don't know how he freaking – well, he's like, well, you know, these restrictor plate races with the airflow and the blah, blah, blah. And, like, Jason – just shut the fuck up and tell me what to bet.
And you know,
I don't even know what a restrictor plate is, and I don't want to know.
And you know, I'm watching the race because like every 40 laps, I'll give him an update. I'll be like, "All right, bro, we got the best car by a mile. 40 laps to go. We got a 2.5 second lead on the field." And like, so you know, I'm watching it. Like I'm all about it.
He gives me updates. It's like, okay, we had 40 laps to go. We had a pit stop, but he lost 4 spots on the pit. This damn pit crew's terrible. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
yeah,
are we winning?
Yeah, that's what happened last week.
I would rather help my Meemaw knit a quilt than watch.
You guys just don't know what we're missing. That's what it is.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it. But the funny thing is I used to think golf was boring until I got hooked on playing golf, and then I can watch a golf tournament all goddamn day now.
Well, I like to drive fast.
I cannot drive fast in my town right now. That is suicide.
That sucks, man. I'm surprised that's not all over CNN and shit.
Did you look it up on Twitter?
No, I will though right now. Do some Twitter headlines.
Yeah, if you just type in Nebraska flooding on Twitter or just type in the Pete Ricketts, the governor, you'll see like pictures of the devastation.
It didn't even. Oh yeah, it did. It made the first page of the Twitter moments. Nebraska copes with devastating historic flood.
Yeah, like I said when I first got on here, that it's finally started picking up on the national news, but it's been going on for like 4 days.
Hundreds of people have been displaced by the worst Nebraska flooding in 50 years.
More than hundreds. Hundreds? Are they kidding me? That's disrespectful.
They said hundreds.
Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful.
Well, I mean, you said outside of Omaha, what is there like?
It's mostly like farmland. Yeah,
10 people. 10 people to every 2 miles.
The state has 1.8 million people, and Omaha and Lincoln. I mean, Lincoln's 45 minutes from Omaha, But Omaha and Lincoln combined have about 1.2 out of the 1.8 million people in the entire state. So the entire rest of the state probably has 500,000, if that. Nuggets win 102 to 101. So
nice.
Your money line hit, but did everybody's bet hit?
I did money line.
Oh well, if anybody took the 5.5, they got hooked.
Oh yeah,
I did the money.
They had to win by 3.
And I know
sucks.
all about getting hooked on a live bet. I think I've gotten hooked on like at least 4 or 5 different live bets on this show in the last couple of weeks.
I'm watching. There's like a satellite image of the flooding. It's pretty fucking crazy, bro. Jesus.
Fuck, I don't know why I didn't take New Mexico. I even was Jay. We were on New Mexico.
I know.
New Mexico playing?
New Mexico State. We were talking about them beforehand about taking them.
Yeah, I probably should have just bet their money line because they're better than Grand. They are pimp slapping Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon played them tough though earlier in the year. It was a 3-point game earlier in the year. So this Oregon-Washington line, I'm a little bit frustrated because I took Washington at a nice plus number, but then they never took a lead. So let's hope Washington comes out, scores like the first 6-7 points of the second half, and then I can snag Oregon.
I mean, they're only down 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I took Washington at like plus 165. I really just want to. I guess the most profitable thing that'll happen for me is if Oregon has the lead all the way up until the end, and then Washington wins at the last minute, because then that would be most profitable. But the angle I was intending to do is get both sides at plus number. Oh, like last night. Remember how cool is that?
Yeah, plus 300 on both sides. That was a good call. Twatty, that guy that was talking about the boxing, Earl Spence Jr. is minus 500. Mikey Garcia is plus 300. And that happens in 20 minutes. I don't even know how good these people are.
I don't know how good they are either, and my buddy doesn't, but Earl Spence Jr. is in a money line parlay. My buddy has him in like 20 different money line parlays.
Really?
Yeah. Well, he's weird. What he'll do is he will take a big money line favorite in like college basketball or NBA, and then parlay it with like a minus 600 boxer. So he'll have a parlay just sitting out there for like a month and a half waiting for that boxing match to go off.
Well, today a lot of people took Molly McCann, my favorite bet of UFC that I like the most, and they parlayed it with Duke, and it was even money. So I mean, I get it.
Yeah, he does that with fighters. He'll take massive UFC and massive boxing favorites, and then parlay them with on the money line with big basketball favorites. And he always owes the bookie money, so I let you know right now how well his betting strategy works out for him.
So Twatty, does this guy deserve to be minus 500?
Well, here's the thing that's different about UFC as opposed to boxing. Minus 500, minus 800, minus 900, those always come in. In UFC, because you can get knocked out with one, glancing shot, those don't always come in. 500s, yeah, they'll come in UFC, but not nearly like they come in boxing. If you're minus 500 in boxing, that's as good as it gets.
Really?
Is that because in boxing, it always goes to the cards? So if somebody's a minus 500 because obviously they're just going to fight the guy.
If you're minus 500 in boxing, you're clearly the better fighter, and because they're fighting with bigger gloves, you're probably not going to get knocked out. Where in UFC, minus 500, you still have a decent chance of losing.
Well, I'm just going to bet Errol Spence then on the money line. I have him at minus 400.
Yeah, I got a minus 500.
Oh, well, I got a better line then. Well, because the thing is like I don't.
But I didn't. I mean, Garcia is no pushover, but yeah, I mean, at 400, I think that's a really good bet.
Well, the thing too is you got to realize like if I bet anything over minus 120. I'm not betting to win a unit. I'm risking a unit to win whatever the payout is. So if I bet this minus 400, I'm just risking a unit to win a quarter of a unit. Right. So it's not like so if it loses, it's not like I'm going to be devastated. It's not like I'm going to have to spend the rest of the night trying to make that up because I just lost 4 fucking units.
Speaking of devastated, I know like you ended up going because you were dealing with family stuff. You were in and out. Did you watch the last fight? Did you see what happened in the main event?
No, I was actually already home by that time. That was the main event started when I was starting to lie down. I was actually paying attention to the Kansas game because I had the Kansas over. I was super sad because the Kansas over was nowhere close to coming in at about halftime, and I just went to sleep. And then I woke up. I saw that you messaged me saying to come on. I looked at the Kansas game and saw that I won on the hook on a miracle because they scored 90 fucking points in the second half. So I got a little bit happier, and then I put on some clothes and got in front of my computer.
So let me set the scene. So Darren Till, the prodigal son, returns to London, like born and raised in Liverpool. Okay. Mm-hmm. He comes out when he's walking to the ring. The music that's playing is Sweet Caroline. Okay. 20,000 people are singing Sweet Caroline as he's walking.
Was this a Boston game?
No, I know, right? It was Liverpool, but I'm going to be honest. The atmosphere was fucking epic. Twatty, was it not?
Yeah.
Okay, he gets in the ring. They introduce his name. They go crazy for him. They start doing that ole, that fucking soccer shit, right? So okay, the fight starts. Darren Till, the prodigal son, pops Jorge Masvidal in the face. He goes down. I was like, holy shit. I didn't have a bet on the fight. I stayed away because I didn't like the odds. So they get through the first round. In the second round, Jorge Masvidal hits him so hard, Ant, that as he's going back, he hits him again, and he is out. Darren Till's unconscious before he hits the ground. The back of his head hit the ground so hard he bounced up, and then his head hit the fucking ground again. He didn't move for a minute. Like they came over with the oxygen tank. Like he was fucking destroyed, bro. Destroyed
in one round. Was this in the first round?
No, it was the start of the second round.
Was he the favorite too? Was he the one that was like minus 200?
Yeah, he was minus 225. And I said too, I said, you know what? There's a prop here that says, will there be a knockout in the first round plus 500? Will there be a knockout in the second round plus 750? I said, you know what? That might be worth a small shot. That's interesting. I didn't bet anything. I passed on the fight altogether, and he got knocked out in front of his hometown, fucking 20,000 heads. That kid must have been mortified when he went in the backstage.
Anybody take a shot in the chat with that plus 750 you gave out?
No, I don't think so. But Twatty got robbed. Remember how me and you got robbed twice last week?
Oh, don't even bring that up. I'm so mad about that still.
Yeah, Twatty got robbed.
We were fucking robbed on 2 fights. How the hell did I still understand how? Have you rewatched those fights at all? Can you? Like, how the hell did we lose those fights?
I can rewatch it. The same thing happened to Twatty. He should have won the fight 2 rounds to 1, worst case scenario, and they gave it to the other guy.
Oh wow, really?
At plus 200.
Twatty had it at plus 2.
Yeah, the dog was plus 200.
Yeah, we had that dog in that female fight with the blonde Russian. Yeah. And that blonde Russian got fucked up. And they're like, yeah, we'll give the fight to the blonde Russian because apparently pillow tapping a bitch doesn't matter, or it accounts more than getting your face rearranged.
But Twatty took it in stride, though. He's not like me.
Yeah, you're right. You do kind of act like a bitch when you lose.
I do.
I'm pretty
That's okay.
bad. See, if I could just vent for like 2 minutes, like after a bad beat or whatever, if I can just fucking yell at like somebody or just do like just get it out, then I'm good. But I gotta have that like 2 minutes where I just get it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe.
not here to give Jay 2 minutes.
Yeah, what Ant does, like today, that horrific Kentucky beat I took. After that, he goes, "Well, I had Kentucky this and that," and it's just like I want to,
Yeah,
I want to choke, bro, right through the
yeah,
screen.
like right after Jay's like had his guts ripped out on that bad beat. I decide then to point out the fact in the chat that I had both sides of that game at like plus.
I mean,
200.
like just a sliver of common decency. Like I'm not looking for like you know. I don't want you to write me a song, but I mean, just like how about 90 seconds to just fucking breathe before you come at me with that shit?
All right, so I just let everyone know since the game's coming up in 20 minutes. I am on the UC Irvine Fullerton game. I took the first half under. I think you said Twatty has the full game spread on UC Irvine.
Yep.
I'm not against that. I also wouldn't. I technically speaking, you could say I have a de facto money line bet on UC Irvine because I laid 200 on them to win the conference tournament. So I'm not going to mess around with the spread or the money line in this game right now. But I am taking the first half under. Not taking the full game under because you know how those low totals always get fucked in a 10-point game because the other side's got a foul. So we don't got to worry about that if we just take first half totals. If you ever wondered why I take so many first half totals, Jay, that's actually why. If I'm betting an under on a lot of these unders, that's why I take so many first half unders, is because that fouling situation.
I got UC Irvine at minus 160 for a unit for the future, but I'm looking to like pound the money line if it gets anywhere near decent. Right now it's minus 440. That's too much. But if it's like minus 280 at any point, I'm gonna fucking
if you have it, if you already have them though on the future, you essentially already have a money line bet with them at this point.
Yeah, but it's only for one unit. Like I'm looking to like make some money.
Oh, okay, because you just think it's a guaranteed winner probably with them.
I do. I
don't think I can live bet. No, this game isn't on my live bet list. I was able to live bet it yesterday. It's not on my live bet list. Oregon Cal have tipped off, or Oregon Washington have tipped off.
Twatty, it's been a 2-point game, bro. The entire game.
I know. Jay, you're gonna
just needs to take a lead.
Why don't you guys do a bracket keg tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Well, actually, can we do that? Because we won't really know until tomorrow night.
We could do it tomorrow night and talk about the bracket.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because immediately after the Michigan game, man, that was a beautiful play though by Washington. Woo! All right, it's still a 2-point game, but that was a great play by Washington.
There won't be any sports going on. I figured, like, why not talk about it all Monday night? You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, is it Monday night?
Yeah,
we're going to do our MLB breakdowns.
Oh, that's right. Monday or Tuesday, we're going to do.
Yeah, I prefer MLB. Monday, so that way we give people some more lead time, because I think it's at the end of this next week. Is when do they have? I'm actually going to look it up now. But I know Oakland and Seattle have a series in Japan. That's like a week before opening day.
It's either the 24th or 26th, I believe.
Yeah, so let's do it. Yeah, let's do it Monday night, because once they start that series, all those season win totals are going to come off the board.
So this Monday night, you want to do the baseball thing.
Yeah.
So then when do you want to do the bracket thing?
Tomorrow. And can you promote that through your Twitter?
I'll do it. I'll do it on the Sports Keg Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll just retweet it out. I think you have more followers than us, Twatty.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm saying I'll do it. I'll do it, and you guys do it.
Yeah, just about the Sports Keg just about has 1,000 now. This last month we gained like 100, so that's good.
Yeah, and I'm just a little under. I'm about 2.
Yeah. So
how do those guys have like 8,000 followers? Some of those guys who get like that many, I'm like, dang, they got a lot of followers.
Well, they've been on Twitter. Like Jeff's been on Twitter. I think he's got 10,000. He's been on Twitter for fucking ever. And like Jimmy obviously has SBR.
I was say that Jeff can't pick a winner to save his fucking ass. He was a tout for 2 months.
So
did they shut him down? Is he shut down, or is he still picking?
Right Wager's done. They all went on their own.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They were in existence for 3.5 months and were down 55 units combined.
Wow.
Yeah. So all you guys have to do is tell me what you're going to be doing. It's an MLB season preview, talking season win totals.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be the gist of it. Is going to be we're going to talk about the win total, but I'm sure we'll talk about
So just say MLB
we have
season
to do
preview
it Monday, because that starts on Wednesday. Actually, the Oakland and Seattle series starts on Wednesday, and once they start, bare minimum Oakland and Seattle are going to come off the board, and I'm already heavily on the Oakland win totals. So, I mean, you're going to have division props, you're going to have season win total props and stuff like that in the American League, at least coming off the board come Wednesday morning, because Oakland and Seattle kick off that 2-game series in Japan on Wednesday at 4 a.m.
So what I'm saying is there even going to be a bracket that we can look at in our hands tomorrow night?
Yeah, you can print it out online.
All right, so then after, I guess we'll talk about it, because there won't be any sports to bet except maybe NBA live betting. That'll be it. So we could talk about the bracket tomorrow night. We could break it down. That sounds good.
Oh, we could talk about the bracket, and we could also do some MLB win totals as well.
I'll see if
the ones that I bet, I've already have bet. I'm not betting any more win totals than what I already have in there.
But I'd like to see if we can get Max, if we can get Max on tomorrow to talk about the bracket with us. See if he's around.
Well, I have to get him away from some chicken tenders and hookers.
He's funny, bro. Man, this has been.
Tenders are good.
This has been
gotten Washington at like a much better number. I could have got Washington at plus 270. I took him at plus 160. I'm such a putz.
I took him at plus 115 pre-game.
You're a bigger putz than me.
It's been no more than a 5-point game the entire game.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah. That's right.
You think a close game would be more exciting, but they have a combined 50 points halfway or a quarter through the first half, or a quarter through the second half. So
we're up 4.05 units on the day because I hit a half unit play on the Nuggets so far.
Yeah, Dale. I imagine the Canadian hookers are pretty polite. Like, they won't even steal your wallet. They actually return your wallet to you with all the money. Twitter, Twatty's is at Aspire to Elate. Mine is at AntL_Sports Keg. And Jay's is at Sports Keg CEO.
So, how about
Dale,
this?
I also do. Sorry, Jay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. I was just going to talk some shit about Twitter headlines. If you got sports betting.
I'm just going to drop my YouTube site here for Dale if he wants to check it out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So Judge Janine, I guess she has a show on Fox News on the weekends. Her show won't air this week amid controversy over comments regarding something
Elon
about
Omar.
Yeah,
I know
decision
what you're talking about.
to wear a hijab indicated adherence to Sharia law. These people are fucking shot, man.
She was Judge Janine was well. If you ever watched Judge Janine, you already know that she's kind of an awful person to begin with. I'm just being honest here. I have plenty of conservative friends who are not awful people. This woman's just a fucking terrible human being. But she's going on a rant against Elon Omar, who's the Muslim congresswoman from Minnesota who got in the news, who got all that publicity for comments about the Israel lobbies in Washington, which
yeah.
If you want me to be honest with you, I kind of agree with her, but I don't want to get into that. But anyway, she went on a big old rant against Elon Omar, and she said that Elon Omar, the reason why you know she's probably against the Constitution is because she wears a hijab. So that means that she's for Sharia law and not the Constitution. So her wearing a hijab and being a Muslim is against the United States Constitution or something to that effect. If you're that interested in knowing what kind of bullshit she ranted on, you can probably look it up on YouTube. But basically, this is how you know it was bad. Fox News pulled her aside and said, yeah, you can't say that.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. When Fox News said you took that a little bit too far, and they reprimand her and they take her off the air for a week based off those comments, because it's like, well, here's the thing, does Fox News care if some libtards get all butthurt over something Janine Pirro says? No, because that's not their audience.
Advertising, though.
Yeah, but what it is, it's what she said was so fucking egregious that they actually were like, yeah, you can't say that.
Now, do you think that she'll ever see the air again? Because once advertisers start dropping off her show, they will pull her in a second.
I'm not going to lie. I would like her never to see the air again, just because of like most of the people on that channel. I don't even find her entertaining. Like at least Tucker Carlson, he said some dumb stuff, but that was 20 years ago, and I don't really care about what Tucker Carlson said on Bubba the Love Sponge back in the mid-aughts. But like at least Tucker Carlson can be entertaining sometimes. I don't necessarily agree with him on that many things, but I do agree with him on like a lot of his war stances. At least back in the day, Bill O'Reilly could be entertaining. I never agreed with Bill O'Reilly, but he could get me riled up and go, that dumb motherfucker. God damn you, Bill. Why do you say that stupid shit? But Janine was never entertaining. She was just a fucking crazy batshit harpy.
So
I just think she's
all right. So moving on. Why did Ryan Tannehill get traded to the Titans when they have Mariota?
Because the Titans, I don't know. That's actually weird. Who did he get traded for?
I'm all right. It says after the Dolphins traded Tannehill to Tennessee, Titans fans focused their attention on Mariota, who now has a dependable backup in his corner. Mariota has had an injury-prone career to date. Some fans wondered if the acquisition of Tannehill puts added pressure on him going forward. Full terms, the Dolphins are receiving a fourth-round pick in 2020 and the 2019 seventh-round pick, while the Titans are getting a sixth in 2019 and Ryan Tannehill.
Damn.
Yeah, Tannehill gets 1 year, $7 million fully guaranteed. The deal goes to $12 million with play time and other incentives. Wow.
Why? Who do the Dolphins have at quarterback? The Dolphins have a quarterback?
I guess nobody right now.
I was about to say. So apparently Chelsea Clinton got confronted at a Christchurch vigil in New York City because we all know how some guy in New Zealand shooting up a bunch of people is somehow Chelsea Clinton's fault.
Oh my God. Pause. Hold on, Ant. Hold that thought. Twatty, do you remember when you were telling me about how you go down the rabbit hole of 4-hour cat videos on YouTube?
Yeah.
Please go to Twitter right now and search Thunder Warriors halftime show and watch this fucking cat.
Oregon's pulling away.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that line should have told us something. What? I'm not sure.
If you want rabbit holes on YouTube, I've gone down the chiropractor cracking people's back rabbit hole. And
what was the rabbit hole we both went down the same night of the people saying like you can't search my car to cops?
Oh, I went down that one. It was the sovereign citizens get owned on YouTube rabbit hole. Where
Yes.
you have those sovereign citizens who don't think that they need driver's licenses, and they think they're a citizen of their own nationality because they're themselves is a sovereign country or something. Sovereign citizens are nuts. Yeah, I've gone down that rabbit hole too. I've gone down the rabbit hole of watching sovereign citizens in court try to defend themselves using 1650s maritime law. And I am not fucking lying about that. Like, seriously, they try to argue with judges that they don't have jurisdiction. Like, they will argue jurisdiction until they're blue in the face. And then eventually the judge is like, well, I'm not arguing with you anymore. Like, we have jurisdiction and you're going to jail. Oh, Dale, yeah, I am into the pimple. I have gone into the pimple popping rabbit hole too. Any YouTube rabbit hole I've probably gone down. I've gone down the pimple popping ones. I've gone down watching sovereign citizens interacting with law enforcement ones. And the one that I've gotten down a lot lately is the chiropractor videos, because there's just something about like the cracking of people's backs is like this relaxing sound to me, and I actually like fallen asleep to those. Like I could put on a chiropractor back crack compilation video on YouTube that might be say 50 minutes long, and like 10 minutes into it, I'm out. I am passed out. I am sleeping like a baby. It's just crack, crack, crack. Snap, crack. It's like crazy. Although one thing that watching chiropractor videos has taught me is that breaking someone's neck is much more difficult than what they make it out to be in all those movies. You ever see like you ever watch those movies where someone like just grabs their neck and goes crap, like just twists it like that, and then the person's neck is snapped and they're dead?
Yeah.
And then I literally like watch these chiropractors practically rip these motherfuckers' heads off. And these people are like, oh, that felt good. It's funny.
I've never been to a chiropractor because my back is so fucked up I can't let them touch me.
I mean, honestly, I think they're all full of shit. So yeah, like my brother, because he was in the service, so his back got messed up pretty bad when he was in the service. He's gone to chiropractors before. He's like, yeah, they're all just quacks. He's like, they just pop every bone in your back and they think that they fixed you or whatever. He's like, they don't fix anything. I'm like, well, maybe some of them might. I don't know.
Apparently Tiger Woods and Kevin Na shared a lighthearted moment. Tiger Woods mocked Kevin Na's birdie at the 17th hole on Saturday. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Yeah. Washington has 2 points 8 minutes into this half.
Oh.
That is not good. How do you score 1 basket in 8 minutes? That's like on pace to, that's like on, if you covered that pace for like an entire game, you'd score like 8 points.
Dale, I know a lot of people are into that pimple popping. That is the most disgusting thing.
I have no idea what the fuck you
amazing.
guys are talking about.
Are you
You never
kidding
watched those
me?
pimple popping videos on YouTube?
No.
People get the real big ones like on their back. They're fucking huge.
They're
Like,
actually not pimples, they're cysts.
And they'll pop them, and the white shit will come out of it for like a half an hour. Dude, you have to YouTube it one time. You will throw up. It is the worst thing.
That sounds god awful.
It is the worst.
Great.
There's people obsessed with it.
I'm kind of one of them. I watch them. Well, the funny thing is what got me obsessed with it is my sister watches those because she's a nurse, and she works at the jail now. But before she worked at the jail, she was a wound specialist, so she do wound care. So I mean, she's packing fucking wounds and shit like that. So like watching abscess getting lanced on YouTube is not that big a deal to her. She actually thinks they're cool, but she gets mad at the people. She would tell me how mad she would get at the people who do it at home because they would lance the abscess and pop it themselves. But then since they're doing that at home, they think it's just a pimple and they don't realize it's an abscess or a cyst. So you have to cut the sac out too, otherwise it's just going to regrow. So she's like, yeah, they pop it at home and they get it all out, and then literally like 2 months later it's going to be completely regrown because they didn't cut out the sac. And then I've watched like the videos where people go to the doctor and the doctor lances it, and you can actually see them like they'll use a scalpel and cut out the sac from inside the cyst, and they pull that out too, and it's so gross and it's so cool. I love it. I watch those videos like hours at a time. I don't know. I've lost many hours of my life watching people lance their back cysts on YouTube.
Honestly, it just sounds so bad.
Dale, you're 35, going back to school to be a nurse. Yeah, my mom was a nurse for like 35 years, and my sister, she's basically a career nurse.
He said it's a car crash. Don't do it, Jay.
You can't look away. Oh, you ever watch the car crash videos? I've gone down that rabbit hole too.
No, I get flashbacks.
All right, guys. I'm out. See you.
Yeah.
See it. I do not know how people on Russia, like Russian dash cam videos, is like the reason YouTube exists.
Be good, Twatty. I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Man, Washington is a tire fire right now. Whoever said that's correct. So I just got the UC Irvine game coming up here. After this, if this game's about to start, isn't it?
The money line's 460, bro. So it's like you got to lay 4,200 for 900.
What channel is it on?
I don't think it. Let me check. I don't think it's on TV. I could be wrong though.
No, it should be. I'm not watching this Washington game anymore because they're not coming back on winning this game. So that's a losing bet. I want to check and see where the UC Irvine game is because I'll watch that, and then if that first half goes the way I want, then we can get off because there's nothing else to bet.
Oh yeah, it just started. It's
on ESPN too.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go because I've been doing this for fucking 12 hours today. So
12 hours.
Yeah, man, from 1 to 7 and from 8:30 to 12. So 10 hours, 10 and a half hours.
All righty. Well, let's go UC Irvine and let's go under first half.
What is your schedule tomorrow? All the games are early, so I figured go on early. Like
I don't have a schedule tomorrow.
All right, well, I'm gonna shoot to go on early because the last games that tip tomorrow are at 3:30. And that's the Michigan State game. And then I think at 3:00 the NASCAR race is on. And then we'll have the bracketology going. So I'm gonna shoot to be on early, and then you could just jump on. I'll send you the invite. You could just jump on whenever. As far as tonight goes, it looks like I'm gonna break even. I won with a half unit on Denver Nuggets, but then I think it looks like I lost a half unit on Washington, so that's even. So I'm even on the night, and you have
I've
have what?
actually I am up 2 units on the day between the bets that I made today and then all of my futures that I finalized between the futures I've won.
But I'm talking about just on the show tonight, so that we
Just
can
on
count.
the show.
Yeah. You have Washington, but I'm not going to count it twice. I already counted it for me.
What do I have? Oh, I gave out
first half under, right, in the Irvine game.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I gave out, other than me taking the Washington money line.
Yeah, I think you're right. What was that first half total?
58.5. Oh, I'll let you guys know before we leave the soccer that I'm on tomorrow. If you have ESPN Plus, you can watch these games. Juventus starts early. They're minus 150 at Genoa, and
how much
minus
do you
150
like
is a
it?
bargain.
Like,
how much do I like it?
It's worth laying the 150 to pick up 100.
Okay, well, Juventus in their league this year is 24 wins, 3 draws, and 0 losses. So
why are they only 150?
Yeah, I like it.
That's not weird that they're only 150. Why is the odds so low?
It's because they're on the road, and Genoa was one of the teams that they drew against, is what I'm thinking. I actually messaged Alex because I asked Alex, I'm like, Alex, is there something, I'm like, why is Juventus not like minus 200? And Alex is like, I don't know, but I'll take it. So I'm like, if it got his seal of approval, I slammed it. So I'm on Juventus money line against Genoa, and I'm on AC Milan tomorrow. I got them at a pick'em. There's several different prices you could get AC Milan right now. I got them on a straight pick'em. You can get them minus a quarter of a goal, which means half your bets on a pick'em and half your bets on the money line, or you could just take them on the straight money line. You get a better payout on the straight money line, but obviously a pick'em price protects me against the draw. So if they draw, it's a push. So I wanted the protection just for bankroll management wise, but I'm on AC Milan tomorrow, and I'm on Juventus. I actually, now that we're talking, I think I'm probably just going to put a little bit more money on Juventus because I'm risking a unit to win. And at minus 150, it's like I'm going to win like a little over half a unit. I kind of want to win a full unit on this game. So
well, I'm going to bet 150 then to make 100.
You could, if you want, you can take a minus 3/4 of a goal for like minus 115 if you want a little less risk. But I just got them on the entire money line because I think they beat Genoa. And if they don't, I'll feel sad.
Does that include a tie? How does that work?
How am I still explaining? No, it does not include a tie.
No, but is the tie in there? Like if they tie, I don't push, I lose, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's what you can get right now. I'm looking at the lines. The 3-way money line is Juventus minus 150, Genoa plus 440, or the draw at plus 220. The Asian handicap is Juventus minus 3/4 of a goal at minus 115, or Genoa plus 3/4 of a goal at minus 115. And then what that means is with Genoa, you will win your bet if they win, or you get a draw. But the problem is with that one is you'll feel like an asshole if Genoa wins and you only won 1 unit because you had them at plus a goal instead of taking them on the straight money line and winning 440. But Genoa's not winning the game.
Gotcha.
No. Yeah, I like Juventus here. So that's who I took. And I like AC Milan. And the other game I liked was Atalanta, but they are priced completely out of making that game worth betting.
All right, just let me know after we get off here if there's anything you like at golf, and I'll bet it.
Yeah, I actually got to look at golf. So I'm going to let you go, and I'll be looking at golf.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Back after this.